Good afternoon, good evening, Yellow Jacket fans. We are live at Sylvan Hills High School. Bill Blackwood Field, Andy Mayberry, and Dakota Hedden. We're just moments away from the Sheridan Yellowjackets taking on the Sylvan Hills Bears. But first, we've got our Coaches Show with Kevin Kelly, brought to you.
Hello, all Yellowjackets fans. I'm Hamilton Mosley, and this is another episode of the Coach Kevin Kelly Show. Coach Kelly, let's get rolling. First things first, recap of the Marion game and what went well and what didn't.
Well, the score didn't go well. We ended up losing. You know what we really want to do is, we obviously wanted to win the game, but last year a lot of teams beat us pretty bad, and Marion was one of them. They mercy ruled us, and, at the end of the game Friday night, with 2 minutes left, we're down 3 with the football. So we've closed the gap tremendously. We just keep having little things happen that we've got to make not happen in the biggest moments of the game. We get down to the 5, we have a bad snap. We get the ball back, and we throw an interception when we're down 3 with a minute and a half left or whatever. We gave up a big play on defense, at the wrong times. And that falls on me. I've got to get our guys to learn how to laser focus even more when the biggest moments are on the line. And right now we're making some mistakes. But, again, that's my fault. The kids are trying. They're giving great effort. I love them. But I love the fact that we're closing the gap on these teams. And but we've just got to find a way to win at the end.
Okay, next, moving on to the game of this week at Sylvan Hills. What stands out about Sylvan Hills on film?
What stands out is Sylvan Hills is my teams. I've been playing Sylvan Hills for a long time. They've always got really good athletes, and if you get a coach that can get these guys in the right positions and put them out in space, man, they're just tough. Think about a bunch of not Isaiahs, but close to Isaiahs, and they've got like 5 of them.
Yeah.
So you put them all over, and it's hard to find somebody that can guard each one of those guys. And their quarterback is like an Isaiah-like guy too. So he can run and he can throw and put it in space. And so they're better athletes than we are across the board. We've just got to be a better football team. And so we've got to tackle well. We've been working really hard on that, like crazy hard this last week on tackling well. We've got to take care of the ball on offense. And that's the 2 things we've been focusing on. If we do that, we'll win the game.
Yeah, it's like having like one Isaiah is bad enough, but like having let's say just like half of Isaiah's, just having like lots of them is still a really big problem because you got lots more of them.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Like so, it's like if like your grade team, if the other team had a lot of U's, it'd be tough for them, tough for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Guys that can just run around and score touchdowns.
How would you like to describe their style of play?
The people that are at the game and if they watch on the live stream, what you'll see is they go crazy fast. Like their offense, they the referee will spot the ball. They'll snap the ball within 3 to 4 seconds after it's snapped. There's no downtime. There's no signaling in the play and everybody standing around for a minute. They just go. They just run off plays. Try to make your defense tired. Try to get you confused because you don't have time to get in the play. You don't have time to get in the play. So we've worked really hard on that on defense too. And we do a little bit of that on offense at times. But they do a lot of it, and what teams will see is their Coach Kelly. His name is Coach Kelly too, no relation. He mirrors me. He's copied a lot of what I do. He onside kicks. He goes for it on 4th down. He goes fast on offense. They throw it all over the place, and this is his first year there. And so you'll see kind of mirror images of us as far as the style of play and what we do.
Any standout players in Sylvan Hills that you've prepared for?
Just they're guys that touch the ball. They're all really good. They've all got a chance to score from anywhere. If they get loose, we're not going to catch them. They're going to go 80 yards or 70 or however far it is. So, their receivers and their running back and their quarterback. I'd say their quarterback and their running back are the main 2 because it's easy to catch the snap and just take off running. At least if they're going to throw it to the receivers, they've got to block for a second, the guys to run a route and get open. They've got to throw it and catch it. So we're trying to stop their quarterback and their running back first. and then we're focusing on the receivers.
How has practice been this week in the team and prepares for another conference matchup?
It's been good. The weather cooled off this week, and with that, guys get a little bit more focused. I mean, it was in the 50s midweek, so it's easier to get focused. When it's easier to get focused and you don't make the mental mistakes, then practice is a lot cleaner and you can do a lot more teaching. So we've been taking advantage of that.
What are some key things we need to do well to come out with a win?
I say this every week, and I hate having to say it every week because nobody wants the same answers. But we've got to take care of the ball. We can't turn it over. If you throw interceptions and fumble and don't get any back, then that's not gonna. You're not gonna win games. And we've been turning over at the wrong times, and you just can't do those things. We need to keep getting big plays. We've been really good. The two things that determine who wins a game more than anything else in all of football are turnovers and who gets the most 20-yard plays. We're really good at making the 20-yard plays, but we've been turning the football over. So that's two things that we've got to do. We've gotten better and better at making the big plays on offense, and we're like a roller coaster on turning the ball over. Sometimes we go through great periods of not, and then we just have back-to-back turnovers. So we've got to fix that.
Every week we see improvements in the team. What's one area you've already noticing growth?
This is like an intangible, they call it, because it's like you can measure speed improvement or strength improvement, but you can't measure the growth of guys on the team wanting to play for each other and get closer as a team. And so I think our team has gotten closer. Today, for instance, I saw guys that were leading other guys and correcting them on the field. Before, other guys waited for the coaches to correct them, and now I see players correcting other players, like on plays that they mess up on. He's like, hey, you're supposed to step that way because I'm stepping this way. And last time you went and blocked the wrong guy. And that's what you've got to have. Then you've got a bunch of coaches on the field, because if you stand back and you coach anything, I learned more coaching than I ever learned playing, because you're learning to look at it from a different view. So to me, our players are getting smarter. They're getting football smarter, and now they're not afraid to correct each other. And with that, that means they're closer, because if you don't feel comfortable with a person, you don't want to correct them. So I like where we're going as a team.
You know what time it is every week when you're featuring an assistant coach, and this coach this week is Dwayne Dillon and Carson Ayers. First, tell us about Dwayne Dillon.
Dwayne Dillon is our head ninth grade coach. He also coaches softball, so he's been part of our state championship program. That's the only state champion we've had at Sheridan since I've been here, so I'm proud of the softball team. But he's a part of that. Dwayne took over last year as our head ninth grade coach when Tony Bone had to take some time off. And and he runs the offense, so he and I spent a lot of time together. And then Carson Ayers runs the defense. He's the defensive coordinator. And I would say this, and I mean this, I think those two have done the best job of what we wanted them doing to football than anybody else in our football program. We've got like 14 football coaches, 7th through 12th grade. And I told those two guys last year, and I told them this year. This year I was really proud of our 8th grade coaches too. But our 9th grade guys, what they've done from start to finish has been phenomenal in what we've asked them to do. And I'm not slighting our other coaches. I love my guys. I love my coaches. But those two have done an outstanding job last year and this year. And that's what's help us build our foundation for what we're trying to do here.
Can you tell us about how your relation started with Bill Belichick, and how did it start?
Yeah, Coach Belichick is a friend of mine, and Zach will tell you he's been really good to me and my family. We met him first back in 2016, 17, 15? Zach says 2015. We met him back in 2015. I was doing a thing at Notre Dame. I was speaking at Notre Dame, doing a speaking thing. And they were playing Indianapolis. Notre Dame's in Indiana, too. And so somebody got word through somebody that knew us. Coach Belichick wanted to meet me and talk to me. So they were playing on Sunday Night Football. So Zach and I were up in Notre Dame because he went with me. And then we went to the game in Indianapolis. They were playing the Colts. And we got to meet them after the game. And it was pretty cool because then, back in that time, 2015, Tom Brady was still on the team, Gronk was on the team, all these guys. Julian Edelman, that was kind of Zach's guy. He's a little guy playing the NFL. So we went down after the game. So you think about it, after the game, it's 11 o'clock Eastern time, and then they get through in the locker room. It's 11:30, and I'm like, they're not going to want to visit with us. They're going to want to get on the plane and go back to New England, go back to Boston. And they stayed and talked to Coach Belichick talked to us for like an hour after the game. And we hit it off, and we liked the same things and talked about things. And right where we thought it was time to go, and he asked Zach, he's like, where are my manners? You know, Zach, do you want to meet any of the guys? And we just kind of sit there dumbfounded because we're like, oh, we'll meet them all. And he's like, never mind. He's like, and he yelled at the guy driving the bus. He's like, hey, get Tom and Julian off the bus. And so Tom Brady and Julian Edelman come running off the bus and sat and talked with us and took pictures for a while. And we hit it off, and what was funny is I've been taught all my life, this is a good lesson for you, and your dad's probably really good at this. You can't get what you don't ask for. Like, you know, if you want to go out on a date with a girl, you don't ask her, you're probably not going to end up on one. If you want an account, if you're a salesperson, if you don't ask, it's hard to get it. Well, when we were leaving, he said, hey, if you guys ever want to come up and spend some time with us, just ask. And I'm like, yeah, I bet he means that. You know, and I should have known Coach Belichick probably means it. He wouldn't say it. He's not that kind of guy. And it was a little while later that year, the next year, during football season, we finished our season at PA. And Zach's like, hey, Dad, you ought to call Coach Belichick and see if we can come up. And I'm like, I don't know if he really meant that. And Zach's like, Dad, I don't think he says it if he doesn't mean it.
Yeah.
So we took a chance, called him. He was awesome. We went up, we stayed in there. And then from that on, we started going up there every year for a week and staying in the team hotel. And then the cool part was after the game, Coach Belichick would take us in his SUV, and he would take us back to the hotel. We'd spend some time with him. But we always stayed with him in his we would go to, Zach and I got to go to all the meetings and got to hang out with the players. We got to go to Christmas parties. We got to go to cool stuff. We sat in his box during the games. We got to know all the players. And it was just an awesome experience that's carried over even to this day. I called him, and now I can help out our players. I called him for Isaiah, and I said, hey, I got a player. This was, I guess, this spring. I said, I got a player that I think you'll want to look at. I think he's a scholarship kid. I called, and he said, Coach, send me his film. I just texted him his film. He looks at the film. 5 minutes later, he called Isaiah before he called me and offered him a scholarship. So that's a pretty good connection because he trusts me. He goes, is this a kid I would want? Well, I know what he wants. And he goes, is this a kid I'd want? I said, yes, sir. So he offered him a scholarship right then. So he's been more than good to me, more than good to our family, and taking care of us and give us some of the awesome experience. We've been to 2 Super Bowls, sat in his box at the Super Bowls, and got to go down on the field, go where we want to, and do whatever we want. They've left us there. Me and Zach hung out in the facility by ourselves, went and raided the equipment closet, and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a really good experience.
What do you want your teams you coach to be known for?
I want them to be known off the field as guys that when somebody look and they go, oh, look, that's one of the football players, and they say it with a good thing. What I don't like is I don't like to get a call and go, Coach Kelly, one of your football players is messing around in class. Because they don't go, hey, Coach Billy Smith was messing around in class. They go, Coach, one of your football players. So that makes the whole team look bad. But what I do want to be known for is I want to get calls that say, Coach Kelly, some lady was having trouble today at the grocery store with her stuff, and he went over. This actually happened about 2 weeks ago. I got a call that said somebody was at Walmart, and the lady accidentally tipped over her buggy. And 2 guys came, and they had on football stuff, and I asked them if they played for Sheridan. They said yes, and they just helped her pick up all of her stuff. And they were getting in their truck and leaving and saw her and stopped. I want them to be known as really good people. And because if you've got good people, I think you can build a good program, a good organization. And so that's one. That's off the field. On the field, I want them to be disciplined. I want them to be selfless and not care who scores the touchdown, how we had success, but genuinely pulling for each other. At the end of the year, if somebody gets an award, I want them to be so glad they got the award because they know they were a part of it.
Who's your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero, golly, I'm a big, like you mean like Marvel, like Superman, like that?
Anyone.
Because like the easy answer is Superman because he's almost undefeatable, except for that kryptonite thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
But
super raw.
I'm probably a Spider-Man or a Batman fan more because Spider-Man, just kind of a guy, just kind of a kid, doing the neighborhood. He got bit by a spider and he can do all his things and he's still got a kid attitude and stuff. I like Batman because Batman's a normal dude. He just got a lot of gadgets he can use, so he's got really, really smart and trained well and all that kind of stuff.
Those are my two favorites.
Those are your two favorites too?
Yeah, Batman and Spider-Man. Batman's probably my favorite though.
Nice. Batman's your favorite?
Yeah, it is. Batman.
Who would win, Batman or Spider-Man?
It depends.
That's tough, isn't it? I don't even want to know who would win. I would like to be on the same team.
Thank you for watching this, and Coach, thank you for talking with me and telling us about Yellowjacket football. See you next week.
It's always one of the highlights of my week.
And welcome back to Sylvan Hills High School. Bill Blackwood Field, Andy Mayberry, and Dakota Hedden, and the Sheridan Yellowjackets are set to take on the Sylvan Hills Bears here in just a few moments. And Dakota, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. We expect a high-scoring affair tonight.
Yes, we're expecting points from both teams and points in abundance. Both teams throughout the year have been putting up a monster amount of yardage as well as points, and we're expecting both of these offenses to be on full display here tonight. And so if both offenses are clicking, then the big question is which defense is going to step up and shut down the other offense at key moments in the game to really turn the tide.
Yeah, so both teams averaging 45 points per game plus. Sheridan at 45 even. Sylvan Hills just a shade over 45, about 45.4 points per game. This is a Sylvan Hills team that's a little bit hard to figure out. Going without a victory the last couple of years, and this is one of those that maybe at the start of the season you look on your schedule and you go, oh well, there's a W, but this is an entirely new team, new coach this year. 7-1 coming into this ball game, a victory over Benton, and 4-1 in conference play. Their lone loss of the season coming at Marion a few weeks ago, and that was the game just before they beat Benton. And I think that Benton victory really opened a lot of people's eyes as to how good this Sylvan Hills team can be.
That's right, Andy. Last year the Sheridan-Sylvan Hills game resulted in a victory for the Yellowjackets, 65-41. And when you look at common opponents up and down the schedule, you can see that Sylvan Hills beat West Memphis by a comparable margin. They also have beat Benton, and they have also beat Jonesboro last week. So last week beat Jonesboro by 7 points. That was a game that Sheridan against Jonesboro came down to the wire. And so, you look at that game and you say, wow, this is going to be really competitive. You look at their only loss on the year to Marion back in September, 46-43. That's another game last week that went down to the wire. And so when you look at comparable opponents this year, teams that have played Sylvan Hills close, Sheridan has played close, and teams that Sheridan has beat by a wide margin, Sylvan Hills has done the same. So really expecting a tough, fight-it-out shootout.
Yeah, the outlier to that would be that Benton game. Obviously that was a big victory for the Panthers over Sheridan, and just really kind of a stunner to see Sylvan Hills pull that off. Yeah, this Sylvan Hills team comes in tonight having won 4 straight games, and the Yellowjackets trying to put an end to that streak. Kickoff is about a minute and a half away. The captain's out on the field right now. So I know many times this season we've seen Sheridan actually begin with the football, and we've got the toss right now.
Yeah, so Sheridan's going to start off the game with the football again. We elected to receive, so we want the football. We want to be on the scoreboard first and set the tone, and getting ready to watch the Yellowjackets run out onto the field.
All right, so we're getting close to kickoff, about a minute away, and we're going to keep it right here for right now. So Dakota, we've talked about a lot of points, expecting those last week. Again, was a 61-51 loss for Sheridan, 112 total points in that game, and there have been so many games this season. I don't have that statistic, and no, that's not gunfire. That's a little pregame fireworks that we've got here. Wow,
quite a display.
That's
impressive.
Quite a display. Yeah, so it is senior night here at Sylvan Hills, and we want to wish the best for all of our seniors, both at this school and of course, our own, the Sheridan Yellowjackets.
And so, Andy, I noticed a lot of blue helmets out there on the sideline to go with the varsity white helmets.
Yeah.
These are the 9th graders that are moving up.
Yeah, I think we've got Mike Nevins down there. I think he maybe has Coach Kelly before kickoff.
I think we're going to be able to get him. We're about to kick off. So, have you got me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little at the end here, getting out of the locker room. He was having a discussion with someone. But in the locker room pregame, guys, he was just asking the guys. Of course, I don't know if you've addressed it, but we're missing a quarterback tonight. We wish him well. But he's asking for focus. He's asking for the guys to step up, next man up, and step up for your teammate that's not here with you tonight that really wants to be here. So, focus. Last week was a game that it seems like we say this a lot, kind of heartbreaking, right? And he was just asking them to focus, make the plays, and we make the plays, we can be in this game and have a chance to win it at the end, right?
Hey, Mike, we appreciate it.
One side kick right out of the gate from Sylvan Hills, bouncing right up the middle and into the arms of a Yellow Jacket. On the receiving team, that was number 33, Jackson Delk. So great play from Jackson out of the gate, staying focused, securing the onside kick for the Yellow Jackets. And we're going to start with fantastic field position on what looks like the 49-yard line.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets with good field position to start this game. 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Jackets with the ball, and we've got Dylan Smith and Zay Stevens in the backfield with Barksdale, and Barksdale looks like threw that just right at the feet of Hunter Sosha.
Yeah, don't think that Ethan liked what he saw there. It looked like we were setting up a mid-screen, and it was well covered and defended, so just threw the ball into the dirt, lived to fight another day.
Yeah, heads-up play by Easton Barksdale, handoff, sweep by Zay Stevens, and he goes out of bounds inside Sylvan Hills territory at about the 47-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, had Zay coming across the formation, a little bit of a high snap, really good focus from Easton to catch it and get the handoff.
Barksdale, good protection, throws over the middle. Hunter Sosha with a great grab and hangs on to the football and goes down at the 35-yard line. That ball hit his hands, looked like it was going to be an incomplete pass as it was loose in the air, and he was able to maintain control and go down after a big pickup and a Stockton Power Equipment 1st down.
Yeah, Sosha coming across the middle on a crossing route. Caught it twice, bounced off his hands at first. Laser focus from Sosha, able to haul in the catch, convert the 1st down.
Jackets on the move. Barksdale, lots of time, throws to the end zone, and nobody there. Hunter Sosha, the closest Sheridan wide receiver.
Ball kind of fell in the middle of the 2 receivers going down the field, so maybe a little bit of miscommunication, but going to bring up a 2nd and 10 with a harmless and complete pass.
Stops the clock here early in this McCoy Tiger 1st quarter. Direct snap to Zay Stevens. He's got a lot of room. He crosses the 20.
Flag flying in.
Yeah, so
Looks
Zay
like a
Stevens
face
makes
mask.
it down close to the 10-yard line, and our sideline reporter, Mike Nevins, says that he saw a face mask in there, so we'll see if that's what the official says. It is indeed a face mask penalty against the Bears, and so a huge gain on that play by the Sheridan Yellowjackets.
Yeah, that is a Sheridan Ace hardware. You can't do that penalty flag. we've got you covered on the broadcast tonight. Mike is standing at the line of scrimmage. We have a little bit of an elevated view, so hopefully between the two of us, we will have it covered. Good call from Mike.
First and goal at the 7.
Andy, we've been playing with a lot of pace out of the gate. I mean, wasting no time in between plays.
Yeah, Jackets quickly to the line of scrimmage. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Walker Shields in motion. Barksdale hit as he throws, and that was close to being a touchdown.
Yeah, Ethan put it high in the back of the end zone where only Hunter Sosha had a chance at getting that football. Failed to complete that time, but a strategically placed ball from Ethan.
The incomplete pass brings up second and goal at the 7. Stevens in the backfield with Barksdale. Pitch to Zay. He tries that left side. Goes toward the goal line. He's waiting for the signal.
He's marking him short.
And they say he was out of bounds just shy of the goal line. And it'll bring up third and goal.
Penalty flag down on the field, and they're calling holding on the offense. So no matter on the result of the run from Zay. However, credit to him at the point of impact, trucking a Bear defender to try to get into the end zone. But going to put it in reverse. Going to bring up a 2nd and 17.
Yeah, so instead of third and goal inside the 1, it's 2nd down and 17. Clock rolling inside the 10:30 mark.
Interesting formation here with the spacing available on the field. 4 down, bottom of your screen.
Easton Barksdale pumps, now throws, goes to the end zone, has a man. Touchdown, Sheridan.
Yep. Excellent job by J.P. Black coming back to the football. There's trouble, though. There's a flag down on the 20-yard line.
We'll see what the official call is. The official discussing it with Coach down on the sidelines. Mike Nevin says illegal use of the hands by the defense. Oh,
okay.
No, check that. Illegal block in the back.
Okay, well, hey, results in a touchdown for the Jackets. Excellent job by J.P. Black coming back to the football, rolling to catch it. And here comes the 2-point conversion attempt, rolling out to the right with a flood motion. Ball is going to fall incomplete. Some serious pressure on Easton trying to make the throw, but nonetheless a touchdown to start the game for the Yellowjackets, marching right down the field in less than 2 minutes to get on the board first.
Yeah, Jackets really needed that one. You know, they took possession of the ball to open the football game, and this is one of those games where you almost know there's going to be a lot of points at the end of this, and so you've got to take advantage of every opportunity, and that opening drive really, really important to get some points on the board for Sheridan, and really a very impressive offensive drive.
Yes, very, very impressed. Really good job moving the football down the field. I love that we got stopped short, at the goal line, got backed up with a penalty flag, brought up a 2nd and 17. No matter, we go ahead and score right away on the next play. So love to see that in response from the Yellowjackets, and a great way to set the tone to start the game.
So here early in this McCoy-Tigert first quarter, it's Yellowjackets 6 and Sylvan Hills 0. And the Jackets, after the penalty, will be kicking off from the 50-yard line.
Love it. Yes, if we might not have said it, but teeter motor touchdown from
oh,
J.P.
yeah, absolutely.
Black.
We thank all of our sponsors, our presenting game sponsors. And looked like Sylvan Hills hopped on that quickly. Yes, our presenting sponsors tonight, First Trust Home Loans and Roof Connect.
Yeah, helicopter-style onside kick recovered by number 21, Jeremiah Carey for Sylvan Hills. They are going to start on the 40.5, let's just call it the 41-yard line.
So now we get our first chance to see this Sylvan Hill Bear offense.
What you're going to see from them is a lot of tempo and snapping the ball very quickly as well.
Senior Tyler Hampton hands the ball off, and a pickup of about 4 on the play. That was number 58, Logan King, with the carry.
Yep, just going right up the middle. Interesting formation, under center, multiple backs. Now transitioning to the shotgun. Fake handoff, throwing to the shallow arrow route to the outside. An arrow route, historically is 0 to 1 yards down the field. So, so basically just going sideways.
That was Jeremiah Carey with the reception. Hampton takes the snap, and looks like he's got first down yardage. A little quick snap to Hampton. And again, as you mentioned, a lot of tempo by this Sylvan Hills offense.
Yellowjackets doing a good job after they kind of wrapped him up at ripping away at the football, trying to force a fumble.
Isaiah Howell in the backfield along with Hampton. Hampton looks to throw now. He airs it out. He's got a man down there, but well overthrown, and good coverage by Sheridan.
That was number 16, Ross Stevens, and number 82.
Yeah, that's Rashad Litzy.
So it looks like Rashad is in for Braden Lewis tonight with number 18, Lawson Wallingford, the other cornerback, flanked by Marquise Thorne and Ross Stevens at safety.
Bears throw again, and that one's going to be broken up. Rashad Litzy right there to get a hand on it.
So a deep out route from number 2 for Sylvan Hills. That was Tyler Blakely. And Rashad did a great job breaking on the football, getting a hand on it, causing a deflection.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Bears. Yellow Jacket defense looking for a stop right here. Hampton rushes on, and the pass is complete.
Yeah, pass was complete to number 7, Lacoby Brent, for a first down.
That moves the chains for the Bears. Hampton
right
comes out throwing again.
So we've got a little bit of blockage in our view.
Yeah, we're at a bit of a disadvantage where we happen to be sitting in the press box. That last play is blocked by the Yellow Jacket football 10 on the sideline. So when there's a pass in that direction, it's kind of hard for us to see. It apparently was incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. And Hampton's pass, and the intended receiver, Jeremiah Carey, started running before he actually caught it.
Yeah, good break. Good break for the Yellow Jacket defense. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So another chance to get a stop for the Yellow Jacket defense here.
Hampton looks to throw. Has some time
move.
now. Pressured out of the pocket. Rolls to his right. Throws, and it's complete.
The ref is
and they say that's enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now for the Bears. Handoff to Howell, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and moves forward. Actually, I take it back. He's going to lose about half a yard on that.
Andy, from the time that they got the sticks moved, set the ball, ref signaled to move the clock, the ball was snapped. I mean, they are moving at a ferocious pace down the field, stopping to check now, but have been snapping the ball just as quick as they can, putting a lot of pressure on the defense. Doesn't give you much time to think or plan.
Absolutely. Tyler Hampton, again, looks to throw. Now scrambles to his left. He's going to tuck it and run inside the 20 down to close to the 15-yard line.
Got a flag on about the 27-yard line. Waiting to find out what that is.
Holding against the offense. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the point of the foul.
Yeah, that's a Sheridan Ace Hardware. You can't do that penalty flag. Several penalty flags so far to start this game.
Well, that's a good one for the Yellow Jackets, as that will mark Sylvan Hills back to the 36-yard line of Sheridan. Bears send a man in motion. And the pass goes incomplete, was trying to hit Jeremiah Carey out of the backfield. There are penalty flags down.
Another Sheridan Ace Hardware, you can't do that penalty flag.
And waiting. That's an illegal shift against Sylvan Hills. So the Bears.
So the Jackets are going to decline that when you have 2nd and 21. Declining makes it 3rd and 21.
3rd and 21.
Here comes the blitz.
They go for him. He gets the ball off and incomplete.
Excellent play from Lawson Wallingford. The ball, as soon as it hit the receiver's hands, Lawson got his hand in there and continued to rip away at the pass, resulting in an incomplete pass and the first 4th down of the night for the Sylvan Hills Bears. Going to bring up 4th and 21. The offense is staying on the field. Looks like they're going for it.
Bears going to go for it on 4th and 21 from the Sheridan 36-yard line. Howell in the backfield next to Hampton. Hampton rolls to his right, looks downfield, throws, has a man, incomplete. No penalty flags, and the Sheridan defense comes up with a big stop here early in this first quarter.
Well, Andy, that's what we were talking about to start the game was we've got two high-powered offenses. They're both going to put pressure on you in different ways. The key to the game is which defense can step up. Out of the gate, you see Sheridan's defense get a stop to give this offense a chance to take a 2-score lead. Very important to get off to a good start in this game, and we've done it.
Certainly an inspired defensive stand by this Sheridan defense. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to see in this McCoy Tigert first quarter. Walker Shields goes in motion. Barksdale throws complete to Dylan Smith. Close to a first down, but I think it's just short.
Yeah, slant route from Dylan Smith coming over the middle, and a strike from Easton hits him right in the numbers. Dylan able to get about 8 yards on that play, going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 2. The ball spotted down right on the 45-yard line, just shy of it. 7:06 left to play in this first quarter. Jackets with 3 receivers on the lower side of your screen. The give to Stevens, straight up the middle. And there's about 3 Sylvan Hills Bears there to meet him.
Yeah, the Bears were keyed in on Zay on that play. That was number 24 leading the way up the middle, Malachi Summons. So 3rd and 1, no problem.
Yep.
Curious to see if we catch the Bears 2 zoned in at the line of scrimmage here, as we've got 2 downs to work with.
Jackets have it 3rd down. It looks like a little less than a yard to go, and Barksdale's going to keep it himself. Plenty of room. 1st down and then some by Easton Barksdale as he gets inside the 45-yard line of Sylvan Hills.
Really nice run from Easton going right up the middle. He catches the football, turns for just a half second, puts the ball in the normal spot like he's going to throw, and then immediately tucks and run behind the forward running offensive lineman, picks up a great 1st down and extra yardage.
Jackets pick up a Stockton Power 1st down, complete pass to Zay Stevens, and that's good for another Stockton Power Equipment 1st down, and Stevens makes it down to the 30-yard line of Sylvan Hills.
The ball was out of Easton's hand almost as soon as he caught it. Really quick screen pass to Isaiah with number 4, Hunter Social. Well, actually, that was J.P. Black and Walker Shields blocking for Zay, but another 1st down.
And Barksdale takes a couple of steps forward, throws back to Socia, who throws, and it was completed but out of bounds, and so it'll be an incomplete pass as Walker Shields was down there. Great reception, but they say that he came down out of bounds, and so the Jackets will have it 2nd and 10.
So after running a similar play on the play before, Socia takes a couple steps back behind the line of scrimmage, making him eligible to throw the ball forward. Resulted in an incomplete pass, but a creative play design done the rest.
Zay Stevens
Direct
inside
snap.
the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Sheridan. Teeter Motors touchdown, and the Jackets have their second of the game.
While I was rambling about a play that didn't work, boy, is that a play that did. Direct snap to Isaiah, pull the guard, run right behind him. No one touched him. He hits the gas, cruises into the end zone. Going to make it 12-0 on the second Teeter Motor touchdown of the game. And it looks like we're going for 2 here.
So just like that, Zay Stevens from 30 yards out, and the Yellowjackets put more points on the board. Barksdale throws complete. Walker Shields, and he's not going to be able to make it to the goal line. He kind of lost his footing at around the 5-yard line and kind of slipped, and I think that may have cost him the opportunity to get in for the 2-point conversion. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football after this.
No one loves this building more than I love this building. It's been my home for 31 years as a teacher, but even I know that it's time for new things and new opportunities for our students at Easton Elementary.
As our community grows, we need more space for kiddos, more space for our activities, more space for the services that we provide to kids, and I think a new building would offer us that opportunity. New opportunities for our kiddos, I don't know why anyone would not want that.
Back at Sylvan Hills High School, Bill Blackwood Field, Andy Mayberry, and Dakota Hedden, and these Sheridan Yellowjackets have come out to play tonight, Dakota.
Andy, Inner Sandman is playing in the background here at the stadium, and that is famously Mariano Rivera's walkout song, the closer of the New York Yankees. And tonight we're looking to see who's going to seal the game on this Yellow Jacket team.
I'm not sure. I don't think that was intended.
I don't think so. Looked like a little bit of a missed kick. Went straight down the line and out of bounds. Did we? I think we. It looks like we maybe recovered it or stopped it before it went out of bounds. Not exactly sure what happened there.
Yeah, so that's going to give Sylvan Hills great field position to open this drive at the 34-yard line of Sheridan. You know, I say, well, I don't think we intended it. With this team, you never know with Kevin Kelly what, but no, it looked like that just took a backwards bounce.
So last time Sylvan Hills started on the 40, this time roughly the 35. Immediately a quick slant over the middle that's going to be a first down for them.
Yeah, complete pass to Lacoby Brent inside the 20-yard line down to about the 17, 18-yard line of Sheridan. Hampton's going to keep himself. He's going to be wrapped up. Eli Turner right there.
Andy, just 8 short seconds after the whistle was blown and the player was down, they get another snap off. They're getting ready to snap it again. Defense has got to stay locked in.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10. Hampton, completed pass, and positive yardage inside the 15.
Really good group tackling from the Yellow Jackets. Multiple players flying to the football. Missed the first tackle, but Jackson Delt finished them off. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8, and they're about to snap again.
Gain of only 2. 3rd down and 8. The pitch to Howell. Tries to turn the corner, hurdles one man, and goes down. And that was a great save by Reed Stevens. Able to get just enough of the runner to bring him down before he made it to the goal.
Yeah, very athletic run from 22. Here they go, quarterback sneak, and they're going to go right into the end zone. So very quick response from the Bears. Gave them really good field position, only had 35 yards to go. They took advantage of it and going to bring the score to 12-6, and looks like they are going to attempt an extra point.
Bears onto the field. And the kick is up, and it is good. That was Chase Isaac with the extra point for Sylvan Hills.
Andy,
that brings
Rashad
it to 12-7.
Rashad Litzy, number 82, came off the left side of that line, full speed. And I can't tell exactly how close he got to blocking that extra point, but he certainly put pressure on it. So, you know, every point in a game like this matters. You can't take an extra point attempt, a 2-point conversion attempt. you can't take anything for granted. They all matter. So love to see that we're getting pressure on what is otherwise a very routine play.
All right, 12-7 in the opening quarter, 4:38 left to play in this McCoy Tiger first quarter. And Yellow Jackets with the lead, and let's see if they can add to it. Dylan Smith is going to be back deep along with, looks like, Jaden Green. Both standing at about the 15-yard line as Sylvan Hills prepares to tee it up. And this kick, a little squib onside kick-ish, is going to be recovered by Sheridan at the 47-yard line. And
yeah, that's number 57, but I don't have a 57 on my roster.
Great job covering it.
Whoever you are, 57, that was a great job, and we really appreciate it.
Yep. So, Yellow Jackets will start 1st and 10 at their 48-yard line. Jackets have 3 receivers down low. Barksdale, the rush is on. He rolls to his right, throws deep downfield, has Dylan Smith at the 10, the 5, touchdown Sheridan. Another Teeter Motors touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
No delay, one play, Teeter Motor touchdown to a streaking Dylan Smith down the middle of the field. Ball on the money from Easton, hitting him right in stride, allowing him to keep momentum and fly straight into the end zone. 18-7 with a 2-point attempt pending.
I got to say, that was a beautiful pass. It just really was. Could not have been thrown much better. Jackets going for 2. This time Barksdale throws to the left. It's complete for a 2-point conversion, trying to pick up the number, and that looks like Walker Shields.
That was Walker Shields. So Easton catches the football, immediately rolls to his left. We got a little bit of a flood pattern going on, and he hits Walker Shields on the arrow route, going straight into the end zone. 20-7 Yellow Jackets.
All right, let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
So I was born and raised in Sheridan. I graduated a Yellow Jacket and went to law school at the University of Arkansas up at Fayetteville. In the legal field, you're helping your neighbors. You're serving those that are around you, and I wanted to feel good and like that I was making a difference and doing it for people that just were kind and good people. And so that's what I found here in Sheridan. So it makes my job easy and enjoyable.
We're back at Sylvan Hills, and the Yellow Jackets leading 20-7 over the Sylvan Hills Bears. High hopper on the kickoff. Yellow Jackets have a chance.
Oh, man.
Sylvan Hills falls on it at the 45-yard line.
Such a well-executed bounce from the kicker. We got a huge hop. Jumped up. Yeah, good kick from Andrew Mitchell. Got a big bounce. We jumped up, got a hand on it. Unfortunately, it landed in the arms of Sylvan Hills Bear. However, if we can do that again, I like our chances.
Absolutely.
But more importantly, big difference. They started on the 35 last time. Now they're starting on the 45. Got a longer way to go.
Hampton throws complete. And down at the 49-yard line, Ross Stevens there.
Now I want to point out number 50, Leighton Tarter, running hard. Ball went right by him, and he was sprinting to the football to help clean up the tackle. Going to fake the handoff.
Hampton with the keeper. He's got first down yardage inside Sheridan territory down to the 35-yard line.
The read option's tough with the Bears. Multiple threats to hurt you on the ground. That time the quarterback keeping on the fake handoff.
1st and 10 from the 34. The give straight up the middle. Big running room at the 10, the 5. And the Sylvan Hills Bears strike right back.
Andy, the success of the last play on the fake handoff gave the defense just a second of pause where they thought, well, maybe he's going to keep it. And instead of crashing down as hard, left a little bit of an alley, and the running back is able to run through it. That is the problem with the read option that it creates. So well executed from the Bears, going to bring us to 20-14.
All right, 2014. Jackets still on top. Let's take another 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
Here at Reliance Bank, our name says it all. Rely on us. We proudly celebrate that our Kansans have done that for 60 years. To provide personalized service, a face-to-face human connection with convenient and secure technology. Rely on us to be with you in the community, continuing to make Arkansas a great place to live and do business. Reliance Bank. Visit us today.
All right, we're back once again. Andy Mayberry and Dakota Hedden, 20-14. Yellow Jackets on top, and this kind of seems like deja vu. Didn't we just see this a moment ago? And onside kick.
Onside kicks back and forth. A diving recovery attempt from Sylvan Hills.
Yeah, it looked for a moment like one of the Bears had a chance at that.
Really good effort from them. J.P. Black diving on the football, smothers it, rolls, covers it. It didn't go 10 yards anyway, but a really close bang-bang play. A lot of credit to JP. Stay concentrated, secure that football. The offense coming onto the field for the fourth time now, 3 for 3 on touchdowns to start the game.
Yeah, Jackets with some good field position starting at the Sylvan Hills 49-yard line. Stevens and Dylan Smith in the backfield with Barksdale. Stevens in motion. The give to Dylan Smith, pitches back to Zay, and Zay tries that right side, and he's going to be thrown for a loss on the play back into Sheridan territory.
Yeah, got some eye candy going on in the backfield. Zay motions out to the left, reverses, comes back around. We got a handoff to Dylan Smith, a pitch to Zay. The Bears snuff it out and bring up a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, as Dakota said, for the Yellow Jackets. Smith, Sosha, J.P. Black down low, Stevens in motion. Barksdale hit as he throws, and that ball wobbles incomplete.
Yeah, that ball was tipped by number 52, Cameron Johnson, in Easton's face as he was throwing the football, going to bring up a 3rd and 12. So one of the first longer down and distances for the Jackets to overcome so far in this game.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of that. Sheridan's been picking up big yardage on 1st and 2nd down. Here it's 3rd and 12. Barksdale goes to his left, throws downfield, and almost intercepted. He was trying to hit Dylan Smith, but Pierre Grimes was right there to bat it down and had a chance to pick it off.
Yeah, thankful for that ball to fall incomplete. So 4th and 12. Isaiah coming off the field. Jaden Green coming on. So 5 wide receivers set for the Jackets.
So 4th and 12, Jackets are going to go for it from their own 49-yard line. Easton has some time, now throws, complete to Hunter Sosha. He's short of the 1st down and is going to be stopped at the 42-yard line, and so Sylvan Hills will take over from there
flag in the backfield.
Roughing the passer against Sylvan Hills, and what a big break for the Yellow Jackets.
Huge break. We will take it however we can get it. Able to get the ball out to Hunter Sosha in space on a crossing route. He picked up some good yardage, but not quite enough to move the chains without a penalty flag. But with the penalty flag, the ball will move all the way to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, so you get to count the yardage that Hunter Sosha picked up and then tack on the 15 yards to it. So the Jackets now, with 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, Zay Stevens back in the ball game, and he stays on his feet and gets inside the 20-yard line to about the 19.
Good run from Zay. Bear defender got his hands on him, and Zay wisely is tucking the football tight to his chest. The defender's ripping away at it, and Zay realizes the circumstances, wisely just kind of steps out of bounds, So nice 7-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, they're going to mark it back to the 20, set it down right on the 20-yard line. So 2nd down and 3. Barksdale checks back with the sideline. Now drops back in the pocket. Flag goes down. Barksdale throws to the end zone and is intercepted. We'll have to wait and see what the flag is. It looks like it's in the area of a hold.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
Question is, was that ball in the end zone or at the 1-yard line?
Holding against the offense. The penalty is declined. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears after the touchback interception.
Yeah, they're calling it a touchback. I'd love to be able to see a replay because you're right. He was right at that goal line.
It was close. We do not have the luxury of pylon cam.
That's right. We should add that to our broadcast. Pylon cam. 1st and 10 at the 20. Give up the middle. Big running room. Crosses midfield. At the 30, the 20. He's going to go all the way.
Man.
As Isaiah Howell takes it to the house from 80 yards out.
Well, Andy, each team has a talented Isaiah that gets to run the football. A very big run from the Bears' Isaiah to go 80 yards. Made a pretty remarkable cut to get upfield, and guy's got a lot of speed.
If I heard our PA announcer correctly a little while ago, earlier in the game, I believe it was Isaiah Howell they were referencing had just crossed 1,000 yards for the season. We know our own Isaiah hit that mile marker last week against Marion, but so the extra point is up and good, and the Bears have taken their first lead of the ball game, 21-20. We're going to keep it right here for right now. Dakota, I mean, these teams are just flying up and down the field.
Yeah, flying up and down the field. We've got 41 points on the board, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Each team is 3 for 4 on touchdowns out of the number of drives that they've had. And, each team is starting with really good field position as we are onside kicking back and forth. And so you're likely to start from around the 40 to the 50-yard line. And so that lends itself to create more points. Expect another onside kick from Sylvan Hills here.
Jesse Velazquez to tee it up, and whistle blows before the kick. Checking to see what this is.
The flag is waved.
So they waved the flag. No penalty on the play.
Well, without the flag, that ball did not go 10 yards.
It did
just
not.
For what it's worth.
Yep. So Velazquez will tee it up again. And one more try at this. That one goes 10 yards and immediately recovered by Sheridan. Credit number 57 again, who we don't have on our roster. And mom and dad of number 57, we apologize.
We apologize, but we appreciate your son. Tucker Lunsford.
Tucker Lunsford from the sideline. Mike Nevins, thank you so much. Tucker Lunsford, we'll mark that in on our roster here.
Our extra sources of information, Mike Nevins and Braden Seitz, rescuing us at every turn.
Jackets to the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 at the 49. J.P. Black in motion. Zay Stevens gets to midfield, maybe a gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So Ethan and Zay are standing close together. Sometimes we will direct snap to Zay, and that time the ball went high, and it looked like there was a little bit of pause and confusion, but able to gain 1 yard nonetheless.
2nd and 9. Stevens with the direct snap. Trying to find a hole. Dances along and gets forward for a gain of maybe 4 on the play.
Really tough run from Isaiah, being patient and allowing the lineman to pull around. Looks a little shaken up, kind of holding
Yeah, he's holding
his
that left shoulder.
collarbone.
That's
He comes
not
off
good.
He comes off the field.
Hopefully
Jaden
that's not
Green
a
comes on.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a big issue, and that we can see Isaiah back soon. Easton throws, has a man, Hunter Sosha over the middle at the 35-yard line, complete, and that's a Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Andy, again, I'm going to point out another receiver coming back to the football. If Hunter Sosha waits for that ball to get to him, it's an incomplete pass. But he comes back to the football, gets in front of the defender, secures the catch, converts the first down. Very impressed with the receivers.
Jaden Green down low. Barksdale throws that downfield and incomplete. Was trying to hit Dylan Smith. No, check that, J.P. Black.
So ball forced JP to kind of pivot and turn back to the inside. Got a couple hands on it, but not able to secure it. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. The Bears on these rollouts, it creates a free rusher, and they're getting a lot of pressure on Easton.
Pitch goes underneath to J.P. Black. He gets inside the 30. He's going to be stopped at about the 29.
Well, Yellow Jacket fans have seen a lot of that play. Some misdirections. Looks like the play might be going to the right, and then we've got a receiver coming right to left that gets the pitch pass, guard and tackle pull, able to run behind them for a good gain to bring up 3rd and 3 as the game clock for the first quarter ticks down. Looks like we got one more play, or we're going to hold it. We're going to wait till the second quarter.
That's going to do it. That's going to be the end of this McCoy Tigert Pharmacy first quarter, and we're going to take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football after this.
Shelby Taylor Trucking serves all your timberland needs in South Central Arkansas. With over 50 years in the industry, Shelby Taylor Trucking has established themselves as trustworthy leaders in the industry. From planting to harvesting to hauling your timber, Shelby Taylor Trucking is ready to serve you. Follow them on all social media platforms at Shelby Taylor Trucking. Learn more by visiting their website at staylortrucking.com. That's staylortrucking.com.
Hey, we're back at Sylvan Hills, Bill Blackwood Field, and we're going to pitch it down to Mike Nevins on the sideline. Mike, do you have an update on, we saw Zay Stevens come off the field a few moments ago with an injury. All right, sounds great.
Jaden Green in the backfield next to Ethan. And now he runs far to the outside. So 5 wide receivers set with Zay not in the game has been what we've seen from the Jackets so far. 3rd and 3. 2 downs to get it.
Barksdale on first down, throws, or check that 3rd down, I'm sorry, throws complete.
18.
And that's good enough to move the chain, so we've got another Stockton Power with first down.
So I want to point out what JP did. He runs to the outside, turns his shoulders, runs to the sideline, plants his feet, whips back inside, flashes the hands, comes back to the football, converts the first down.
Incomplete. Had Walker Shields at about the 3-yard line, and Walker is going to be dreaming about that one tonight.
Yeah, Walker kind of looked at his hands. Walker looked at his hands like, man, what happened? He'll make up for it on the next time, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Walker consistently one of our more dependable receivers.
So 2nd and 10. Zay back into the game, in the backfield.
Pitch goes to Stevens immediately, and there's a flag down as Zay makes it to about the 5-yard line, stays on his feet, crosses the goal line. We'll see what the flag is.
Well, Zay went into the end zone. However, holding on the offense, says the white hat.
Who was on?
So ball is coming back.
And you know Zay's got to be like, come on, guys, after that run. So, yeah, it's going to be a hold against the Yellowjackets. And so the touchdown does not count. Take that one off the board. And we'll come back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And that places it at about the 28-yard line of Sylvan Hills.
So 2nd and 15.
Yellowjackets back to the line of scrimmage. Stevens in the backfield. Barksdale being pressured, throws and hit just before he could get the ball away as number 4, Pierre Grimes, was there along with Tari Ransom.
So at the last second, Sylvan Hills walks a guy up that looked initially like he was going to be in coverage. That was number 0 for them. That was Tari Ransom. He walks up to the line of scrimmage at the last second, blitzes off the edge, gets to the quarterback immediately. We don't have time to throw. So 3rd and 15.
So the Jackets facing a big 3rd down right here. And again, whistles. And the Yellowjackets want a timeout. While they take one, we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellowjacket football right after this.
I want my teachers to be able to provide a classroom for students that feels like home. Painting classrooms, pulling up the old carpet and replacing it with new floors, working on our bathrooms.
So many students are going to get a chance to use this pavilion. Students at not only Sheridan High School, but Sheridan Intermediate and Sheridan Elementary. Athletes, ROTC members, band members, and who knows who else.
On November 18th, I definitely encourage you to think about our students and vote yes to the millage extension.
Back again as your Sheridan Yellowjackets trying to regain the lead, trailing right now 21-20 to the Sylvan Hills Bears. We're early in the 2nd quarter, sponsored by People's Bank. 11 minutes, 25 seconds left to play in the quarter. Yellowjackets 3rd and 15. Easton Barksdale pocket drives back, complete to Dylan Smith, but it's going to be well short of the 1st down, and it will bring up 4th down and about 11.
So got some of it there. Got some of it, but still need another 11. Yellowjacket offense, no doubt, staying on the field here. Ball is at the Sylvan Hills 24-yard line.
4th and 11, clock rolling, 10:50 left in the quarter. Jackets throws complete to Walker Shields, spins out of one tackle inside the 10-yard line, and he has enough for a Sheridan Yellowjacket 1st down. Brought to you by Stockton Power.
Well, Andy, just like we talked about, Walker Shields made up for the drop pass with his next opportunity, securing the quick pass, breaking a tackle, getting yards after catch, converting the 1st down. Ball's now at the Sylvan Hills 8-yard line.
J.P. Black goes in motion. Barksdale throws under heavy duress, hit again as he throws. He's been hit quite a few times tonight just as he gets rid of the football. That's incomplete and brings up a 2nd down and goal from the 8.
The Bears are bringing a lot of pressure and are forcing Ethan to throw sometimes before he's ready. Easton doing a good job feeling pressure even when he can't see it and got rid of it wisely there. So live to fight another day, 2nd and 8.
2nd down and goal from the Sylvan Hills 8-yard line. And play clock at 3. And the Jackets barely got that play off. Zay Stevens sidesteps a would-be tackler. And he's in the end zone for another Sheridan Yellowjacket Teeter Motors touchdown.
Wow, we were watching the clock, holding our breath, just to get the snap off with the guy going in motion. The handoff to Zay. He has a very patient run up the middle, cutting back and forth, getting into the end zone, reclaiming the lead, 26-21, with a 2-point conversion attempt pending.
That really is part of his skill set, is his patience and being able to just wait for that hole to open up, follow some blockers. 2-point conversion attempt is hit at the line of scrimmage. Ball is batted and goes incomplete, and so the Jackets hold on to a 5-point lead, 26-21. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more after this.
Sylvan Hills 21.
Andy, am I muted?
So I was born and raised in Sheridan.
I think they said they could hear.
Graduated a Yellowjacket and went to law school at the University of Arkansas up at Fayetteville. In the legal field, you're helping your neighbors, you're serving those that are around you, and I wanted to feel good and like that I was making a difference and doing it for people that just were kind and good people. And so that's what I found here in Sheridan. So it makes my job easy and enjoyable.
Hey, we're back again, and I'll tell you what, great throw by Braden Seitz, our cheerleaders with an arm down here. So, as we mentioned, onside kick is going to be recovered by Sylvan Hill. A flag goes down, but our cheerleaders were throwing footballs up into the stands here, and one threw it through the window for Braden Seitz running our board here to be able to catch that. Great catch, Braden.
A combination of arm strength and accuracy on display.
I think Sylvan Hills could use her.
Whoa.
That's a joke.
After the play, personal foul against the receiving team.
Nice hands from Braden Seitz, keeping the concentration as the ball flew through the window. Early candidate for highlight of the night.
Yeah. So we've got a big penalty against the receiving team. So that's a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against Sylvan Hills. And big gainer by the quarterback, Hampton.
Tackled by Timber Russell. The fake handoff to the running back after the long touchdown play on the last drive.
Quick pitch to the outside is complete near the 40-yard line out to about the 41, 42-yard line. That's Jeremiah Carey with the reception. They'll spot the ball just short of the 42, or I'm sorry, 42. And the give on that right side for short yardage brings up third down now.
Andy, 6 seconds after the ball was spotted, the ball was snapped.
Yeah,
which is about what we've routinely seen.
These Bears moving fast. 3rd and 5 now for Sylvan Hills. Hampton. Hands off and no gain on the play. Jackson Delk.
The leading tackler for the Sheridan Yellowjackets comes up with a huge stop for a loss.
No gain. No gain brings up 4th and 5. Yellowjackets bring the house. Completed pass, but it won't be enough.
Marquise Thorne flying down from the safety position, stopping the runner for next to no gain, getting the ball back to the offense with a lot of momentum.
Big stop by this Sheridan defense, and you can see that Yellowjacket sideline is pumped up. There's a lot of energy and excitement down there.
Jackson Delk and Marquise Thorne made 2 tough back-to-back stops, getting the ball back to the offense, giving us a chance to extend the lead. 8 minutes, 47 seconds left in the second quarter.
8:47 left, as Dakota just mentioned, in this People's Bank second quarter. First down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 43-yard line. J.P. Black is going to be thrown for a loss back at about the 40.
And he looks like J.P. had the option to throw on that play. Didn't like what he saw down the field, elected to tuck and run. However, run out of bounds. Not run out of bounds, but stopped for a 3-yard loss by Sylvan Hills, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, you could tell by his stride that he had that option there. Pitched this time to Walker Shields, and he's hit by 2 Sylvan Hills Bears after a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Tough tackle from the Bears. Several of our linemen out in front, but the Bears able to break through those blocks. 1-yard gain, 3rd and 12.
The ball spotted just shy of the 42-yard line, 3rd and about 11 and a half. And Jackets have it. Barksdale has some time. Now he's being pressured, throws, and it's going to be intercepted. And returned back to the Sheridan 35-yard line.
So a lot of pressure on Ethan again. He tries to make something out of nothing. Ball goes into the arms of number 52, Cameron Johnson. The Bears' defensive line continues to create a lot of pressure, and this time resulted in a turnover.
So that's a big one, and we'll give Sylvan Hills the football at the Sheridan 35-yard line. Jackets on top, 26-21. 7:30 left to play in the second quarter. Hampton, now he's going to keep it. And inside the 30-yard line to about the 25 of Sheridan. And they say that it's enough for a first down. They'll move the chains, and the Bears have it first down now on the Sheridan 25-yard line. Right back to the line of scrimmage, another snap. Hampton looks to throw, goes to the end zone, has 2 men down there. It's complete. Caught by Sylvan Hills for a touchdown, Lacoby Brent.
So, Andy, before that play, I was watching Rashad Litzy. He was looking at the sideline, kind of holding a hand up like he might need to check out of the game. Got back over to the defender right as the ball was snapped, and made a really good attempt to swat the ball away in coverage. Ball went just over the tip of his outstretched hand.
Extra point is good for Sylvan Hills, and that makes it 28-26. The Bears on top. Check that. I said that was Lacoby Brent with that touchdown reception. It was Ryan Parham, I believe, who actually made that reception for the Bears. We're going to keep it right here. And again, this is it's been an up and down kind of ball game. Both teams, their offenses moving the ball fast. And I thought that Sheridan had a really up tempo kind of offense, but Sylvan Hills, you've mentioned it several times. They'll, from the time that a play is blown dead until they've got another snap off, it'll be 6 to 8 seconds.
Well, so we couldn't substitute out there because Sylvan Hills did not substitute, and as soon as the ball was placed and the ref walks away, they're snapping the football. And so that they put so much pressure on your defense. Onside kick coming.
Doesn't make
flag immediately.
Yeah,
thrown.
Does not make it the 10 yards.
Wonder if they're calling offsides.
Yeah, this is going to be a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against the Bears.
A little overeager. No flag.
And they're huddling on the sideline. Now they come back.
Not really sure what just happened.
But we're going to kick again. They'll tee it up at the 35-yard line. And Yellow Jackets fall on it. That's Tucker Lunsford, I'm sorry. Tucker Lunsford.
Tucker continues to catch the ball, tuck it away, get the ball back to the offense. He's been a real asset in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he's done a great job all night long, fielding those very cleanly, and he doesn't wait for the ball to come to him.
Right.
He steps forward, he goes to it.
You know, that ball, you know, it didn't go the full 10 yards.
Right, he's recovered it 9 yards down the field.
Right.
So Sylvan Hills at that point doesn't even have an opportunity to recover. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the 44-yard line of Sylvan Hills. Shields goes in motion. High snap, and it's on the ground, and Sylvan Hills recovers at the Sheridan 45-yard line.
Ball's been coming in a little hot and high throughout the night. Easton's done a really good job fielding it, catching it. That time wasn't able to secure it, went over his head. Bear football on the 46-yard line.
So
really need the defense here.
3rd turnover of the game against the Yellow Jackets. See what the defense can do. Incomplete passes. That one was on the money, but it had a lot of zip on it. And the intended receiver, Lacoby Brent, just couldn't hang on to it. 2nd and 10. Bears back to the line of scrimmage, 46-yard line of Sheridan. Hampton looks back to the sideline. He's got Howell in the backfield along with him. High snap for the Bears. Hampton fields it, and he is able to turn it into positive yardage inside the 40-yard line of the Jackets.
This time, not pitching on the speed option, keeping it, going straight up the field. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Sylvan Hills, just like the Yellow Jackets, has full intention of going for it on 4th down in these situations, so likely 2 plays to get 3.
The gift to Howell, and the interior of that Sheridan defense.
Saw Jackson Delk, number 33. I also saw number 26. Looked like that was Cooper Williams in there on the tackle.
4th down and 2. Big play right here. And the pitch to the outside, and he's not going to make it.
Let's go.
Reed Stevens. I think Reed Stevens was the first one back there, and he stopped Howell. And for actually a loss on the play, back to the 41-yard line.
Number 26, Cooper Williams in there again on back-to-back plays. That time on the speed option, instead of running it to the left, they run it to the right. The Jackets do a great job of not just getting one of the 2 options. They tackle both of the options, get the ball back to the offense when they needed it the most. Excellent stop from the defense.
So the Yellow Jacket offense back onto the field, trailing 28-26. Stevens throws forward and complete to J.P. Black.
So on that play, the ball is snapped directly to the quarterback, Easton. Zay comes in motion. It's a handoff, which allows Zay to be eligible to throw the ball down the field. And so 2nd and 5, good gain on 1st down.
Jackets look to throw. They've got J.P. Black, and he's up around midfield.
J.P. Black doing a good job again, coming back to the football to secure the catch, not waiting on it to get to him, spins to the outside, goes out of bounds, 3rd and 3 upcoming.
Clock rolling, 5:41 left to play in the half. Jackets have 3 receivers down low, 2 up high. Barksdale looks back to the sideline again. Now takes the snap, is going to keep it himself. Was headed straight up the middle and then tried to cut it back to the outside on that left side, and is going to be dropped.
So
and
number
bring
11,
up a fourth down.
Number 11 for Sylvan Hills, Zayden Woodard, able to keep Ethan in front of him, force him to the outside, and then swats big to try to force the fumble. A lot of credit to Easton for tucking the football, securing it, going down with it. Going to bring up a 4th and 4 now. So both defenses flexing a little bit back and forth on a 3rd and 3 situation. See if the Jackets can convert their 4th down attempt.
4th down for the Yellow Jackets. The ball spotted on their own 47-yard line. Sheridan going to go for it. Barksdale has some time. Now throws, has Dylan Smith, and incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
No hands on that football. Ball fell harmlessly. Incomplete. A little beyond where Dylan Smith could get to, but a really good throw nonetheless from Easton, standing in the pocket with pressure coming at him. So didn't work out that time, but a good throw down the middle. Now Sylvan Hills is going to start with the ball at the 47. The defense is really stepping up on both sides here in the second quarter.
4:31 left in the half. Hampton's throw is complete and still on his feet inside the 30-yard line of Sheridan is Maurice Phillips.
It's number 18, Lawson Wallingford, in on the tackle.
Bears quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Hampton throws again complete. Inside the 20, 10, 5. Nope, he stepped out of bounds.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Looks like at about the 9-yard line.
Kobe Brent, the receiver, and they say he stepped out. Yes, you're right. Right at the 10 is where they'll spot the ball.
Okay, so now space is a little bit tighter, not as much room to work with. Opportunity for the defense to really respond. Got a handoff going up the middle of the running back. He's going to go right in.
Yeah, that's going to be a touchdown, Isaiah Howell. And the Bears extend their lead to 34-26 now with 4:07 left to play in this People's Bank second quarter. The extra point attempt is up and good. And so with 4:07 left to play in the half, it's Sylvan Hills 35, Sheridan 26. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Yellow Jacket football after this.
Banking is a lot like football. You need a solid game plan to reach your goals. Every yard matters, and every decision can move you closer to the end zone. Just like a great team relies on trust and protection, your finances need the same. From managing your everyday money to saving for the future to making the big plays when opportunity comes, success takes preparation, teamwork, and smart moves. Because both in banking and football, it's not about how you start the drive, it's about finishing strong in the end zone.
Back again at Sylvan Hills High School, and the Bears and the Yellow Jackets going at it. We've got about 4 minutes left in this first half. Sylvan Hills on top 35-26. And on the return is Dylan Smith out up over the 40-yard line. So after a series of onside kicks,
they try to catch us off guard. They did make a mistake kicking to Dylan Smith, as he can take the ball back to the 40 on any given return. And, he certainly does that here, getting the ball to the 41-yard line. So, again, the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity to start with excellent field position. 4 minutes left in the second half.
First down and 10 for the Jackets. Straight up and down, 4 minutes showing on the clock. Stevens in the backfield is going to get the call. And There's several Sylvan Hills Bears right there to meet him. No gain on the play.
Yeah, number 45, first to get there, last to let go. That was Ducey James. So 2nd and 10, no gain. Zay this time lining up in the slot just off the right tackle.
Barksdale rolls to his right.
There he is.
And is now going to be dropped for a loss. Back at the 35-yard line, Malachi Summons with the stop for Sylvan Hills.
Yeah, Andy, this defensive front has really turned it up here in the second quarter. Going to bring up a 3rd and 16. Clock now down under 3 minutes in the second quarter. Looking to the sideline, checking the play.
Jackets, Barksdale trying that sideline. Walker Shields.
Oh, man.
Boy, for a second, it looked like Walker Shields was going to pull that one off.
So they were throwing the go route to Walker Shields the whole way there. Number 1 for the Bears in coverage. A lot of contact on that play. Walker had his hands on it for just a second, broken up by the Bears defender. Going to bring up a 4th and 16.
4th and 16 at their own 35-yard line. You hate to see the Bears take over this deep in Sheridan territory. Big 4th down here for the Jackets. Wouldn't be surprised. Barksdale has some time. Throws complete near midfield and close to the first down, but I think it's going to be short. Walker Shields with the reception and was able to make it out to the 50-yard line. Unfortunately, the first down marker at about the 49. And so the Jackets will turn it over on downs, but were able to pick up 15 yards.
Got 15 out of 16 yards needed on that play. Really good throw and catch. Tried to fight for the yards to gain, just not quite able to get there. However, the Bears starting on the 50 versus at the line of scrimmage is a little bit of a win. Clock now at 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Jacket defense trying to keep the Bears off the scoreboard here late in the half. The carry by E.J. Duckery.
Yeah, really need to get a stop here. The Bears are going to have an opportunity to receive the football.
2nd and 9. Quick snap. Hampton scrambles in the pocket, throws downfield, has a man.
Broken up.
It's
Broken
incomplete. Up. Incomplete pass. For a moment, he had a guy. It looked like Jeremiah Carey.
Flag down in the backfield as well.
And looks to be a likely hold against Sylvan Hills. We'll wait for the official designation. And yeah, they're gonna mark it off against the Bears. It was an ineligible receiver downfield. That's going to be declined by Sheridan and bring up 3rd down and 9 now for the Bears.
So Coach Kelly here in this scenario declining because he cares more about it being a 3rd and 9 versus a 2nd and 14. And
right.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Jacket defense.
2:07 left to play in the half. Hampton to Duckery. He's got first down yardage inside the Sheridan 40 and down to about the 38.
Andy, so we brought a blitz off the right side, and unlucky for us, Sylvan Hills was running a screen to that same side, and so they were able to convert the first down there. Quickly snapping the football, looking to throw down the field.
Hampton rolls to his right and is now just going to pitch it out of bounds to bring up 2nd and 10 A minute 45 left to play in the half. Leighton Tarter was getting some pressure on Hampton initially, and then he was joined by a few other Yellowjackets on there, and Hampton decided that the best option was to just throw it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 now at the Sheridan 38-yard line. Hampton throws, and incomplete.
So, Andy, I could hear on the sideline before that play them yelling, "We need a play, Ross, we need a play." And right on cue, here comes Ross Stevens, helps break up the pass, going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Hampton lofts one high in the air, and it goes incomplete. Good coverage out there by the Yellowjackets.
That was Marquise Thorne in coverage. They try to throw the slot fade against him, and he is tracking the football like a center fielder the whole way. Gets a hand on it, breaks up the pass. We're going to bring up a 4th and 10.
That was a really high pass.
Really high pass.
A lot of arch on that.
Yeah.
Like shooting a free throw.
So ball on the 38-yard line. For Sylvan Hills, your risk reward here doesn't make a lot of sense to punt.
4th and 10. Bears are going to go for it at the Jacket 38-yard line. Hampton throws, has a man, 1st down inside the 20 of Sheridan. Tyler Blakely with the reception for the Bears. A minute 26, the clock rolling, left in the half.
Man.
And I'm not sure the Jackets were set.
Yeah, we tried to run a few new guys in the game on the defensive front, and not able to get on our line of scrimmage. They should have given them the chance.
They're discussing it on the field.
Andy, it got real quiet out there.
It did. Both sides, the whole stadium quiet, waiting on what the official call is. And there's going to be a penalty against Sylvan Hills. So that will be a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against the Bears. And a big one for the Jackets. Makes it 1st down and 15. The ball back on the 24-yard line now. A minute 20 left in the half. Hampton looks to the sideline. Now Bears get set. The give to Duckery, and there's nowhere to go as he's hit immediately. Eli Turner right there.
Good tackle from number 26.
No, I'll check
Cooper
that, yeah.
Williams. 3rd time I've called his name tonight, making a lot of plays out there.
I saw 28. It was indeed 26.
Ball bounced.
Yeah, that's incomplete.
Okay. Clock should not be rolling. Now they have stopped it.
Yeah, that's okay. When you're on the road and it's rolling and the other team has the ball, it's okay. 49.4 seconds left in the half.
So 3rd and 15. Bears likely throwing here.
Hampton goes to the end zone, and a couple of flags go down. There wasn't a receiver anywhere near. Now, again, I don't have a replay to go back and watch that. Perhaps the receiver.
So it looked like feet got tangled up between the offensive player and Marquise Thorne, and offensive player fell down. They threw a penalty flag.
So 3rd down and 3 on the Jacket 12.
Unfortunate break.
Duckery in the backfield with Hampton. Hampton throws down low and nothing doing.
So that was number 36, Jackson Ballou, the senior safety.
Yeah, and you could hear the coaches down on the field saying, "Hurry up, get off." Trying to get new guys in.
You don't have much time.
4th down and 6 now. 28.8 seconds left to play in the half. This second quarter brought to you by People's Bank. Sylvan Hills on top, 35-26 over the Jackets. And this is a big 4th down play. I would venture to say the biggest so far of this first half.
So 4th and 6 from the 15. And so the Bears don't have to get all the way into the end zone here. If you're the Jackets, getting a stop here with under 30 seconds left, likely you're going to have 20 seconds to go down the field at the end of the play. Really got to have a stop here if you want to have a chance on offense before the end of the half.
Yellow Jacket fans with their cowbells. 4th and 6. Hampton being pressured, throws.
Wow.
And it's complete. At the 5-yard line, enough for Sylvan Hills first down.
Hampton threw that, falling backwards, able to get it complete.
Quick snap, pitch goes to Duckery. Duckery is going to be hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 4.
That was Marquise Thorne forcing him out of bounds before he could get into the end zone. The Bears love a quick snap speed option.
2nd down and goal now from, they say it's the 3-yard line where he went out of bounds. 16 seconds left. Hampton goes straight up the middle himself and scores the touchdown for Sylvan Hills.
Run in by number 3, Tyler Blakely.
Yeah, straight up the middle into the end zone. Going to bring the score 41-26 with 13.7 seconds left in the second quarter. Extra point attempt coming up here.
And the kick is up and good. And so with 13 seconds left in this half, it's Sylvan Hills 42, Sheridan 26. We'll keep it right here for right now. 13 seconds left, and boy, you just hate to give up a touchdown that late in the half.
That late in the half, especially when the Bears are going to get the football to start the second half. So, the Bears have been onside kicking each time so far tonight, with one exception where they kicked it deep. You certainly don't want to give this Yellow Jacket offense a chance to try to score with a couple plays from the 50. And so looking for them to kick the ball deep or to squib kind of mid-range kick here.
So the Bears will tee it up. We'll see what they decide to do here. We saw them kick to Dylan Smith a few minutes ago. And this one is a little pooch kick is going to hit at the 32-yard line and is picked up by Smith and out of bounds at around the, let's see, where is that, the 25, 24?
So 12 seconds. You've got probably 2 plays here, assuming a timeout's taken, if you don't get out of bounds on the first one.
So 12 seconds left for these Yellow Jackets, trailing 42-26. 76 yards away from a score. Yellow Jackets offense back onto the field.
So the Bears with 4 down linemen, a linebacker about 10 yards back, and then 6 guys 20 yards back or more.
Yeah. Trying to prevent the big play. Barksdale to Hunter Socia. I think the Jackets had set up the hook and ladder right there, and Socia was tackled before he could actually pitch it back to Stevens.
Well, if you want to stop Zay on a hook and lateral, it's best to stop the guy that catches the ball first. Because typically whenever Isaiah catches the ball with a full head of steam, he is very difficult to stop. And so, good job from the Bears there. Going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 33 with 4.9 seconds left. Jackets have got one play here to try to score from 67 yards out, and I have no doubt that play is in the playbook and probably a multitude of plays that would fit that description.
I'm sure they've got them. 42-26, 5 seconds, just under 5 seconds, 4.9 when we come back out onto the field. So let's see what...
All right, our eyes are peeled. Our eyes are peeled.
All right. Expect good things right here if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. All right. 42-26. Barksdale throws to Socia. He was looking to lateral. Now he does. Dylan Smith. And now he's going to go out of bounds. And that was...
Tackled hard on the sideline.
Yeah. I was watching Dylan Smith's leg kind of fold back behind him as 2 guys hit him. But that's going to do it for this first half. It's Sylvan Hills 42 and Sheridan 26. Before we cut to break here, I know Mike Nevins is going to try and catch a word with Coach. And
directly behind the
Mike, you've got Coach?
Yeah, I got Coach. So, Coach, another roller coaster first half. We've seen a few of these. You've got to feel good that our defense has had some stops. You've got to feel a little bit upset that our stops have been self-inflicted.
Yeah, and that's been the way it has been for the past 3 weeks. We just make bad choices. Throw the ball while you've got a guy hanging on you, which I preach against all the time. And it's tough being in that situation, but we've got to block better on the line, so we're not in that situation. Our line didn't block well in the second quarter. That forced us into some bad mistakes. But basically, we're playing flies and skitters. You know what flies and skitters is? Put a bunch of people down there and just don't care who gets the ball. That's where we're at in the second quarter. We came out in the first quarter, we looked really sharp. Their defensive line started making some plays, and now our guys are just they're panicking a little bit. We've got to get back together. We're down exactly 16 points. That's 2 touchdowns. So we got to get a touchdown, a 2-point, and onside, and do it again and put some pressure on them to have a chance.
So what's the message at halftime, Coach?
The message at halftime is we have to stop beating ourselves. That official, it was 4th down. It was over. He wasn't going to call pass interference. We preach, don't throw up your hands. I watched him. Play was over, 1,001, 1,002. Our kid throws up his hands. He throws the flag. That's instinctive. That's what they do. We choose all the things that we preach against in practice. I've never had a team that I couldn't instill discipline in like that, and I haven't done a good job with them.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Starting to stay Stan Hancock right.
All right, Kevin and Mike, we appreciate you down on the sidelines. That's going to do it for this first half. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with our second half in just a little while.
to coach out of the half. I'll just tell you all, I'll kind of give you a recap of what went down. I don't think I want him to talk right now. So it's Sylvan Hill's ball out of the half, right? Yeah, I will. I mean, if y'all want to come to me, that's fine.
All right, we're back getting set to start this second half. Yellowjackets trail 42-26 to Sylvan Hills, and we're going to go down on the sideline to our reporter down there, Mike Nevins. Mike, any thoughts headed into this second half?
Yeah, guys. So at halftime, Coach did just what he said. Went in and talked about doing the little things, making all the right choices, not having self-inflicted mistakes in the first half. They didn't put the ball on the ground. They didn't throw interceptions. Our defense stopped them, 2 or 3 times. Our stops were self-inflicted, right? We throw an interception. We put the ball on the ground. So it's just a matter of doing the little things right, believing in yourself, and doing what you've been coached all week long to do and all season long to do, right? So that was the message at halftime. We'll see how they respond. Hopefully the defense comes out pumped up and gets this first stop. Maybe we get the onside kick, right? We haven't got one in a while. We're due, right?
Law of averages says we're due. Thanks for the recap of halftime, Mike.
All right.
Really great insight from him.
Thanks
Excited to get the second half going.
Yeah, thanks to our sideline reporter, Mike Nevins. And, as Mike and as Coach mentioned, this is 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points. So certainly Yellowjackets still well within striking distance here, especially with such a high-powered offense. This is an offense that averages almost 600 yards per game, 598 yards per game. In high school football, that's astounding.
We'll round it to 6.
Yeah, we'll round it to 6. So certainly Yellowjackets within striking distance. We're just a couple moments away from kickoff here. Sheridan already teeing it up. Sylvan Hills coming out onto the field. And so for the Yellowjackets, that's going to be Cam Martin is going to attempt the onside kick, or we presume an onside kick, as he's got the ball laying flat on the ground. And it takes a good hop, and Sheridan may have gotten that. It looked like Hunter Socia was right there.
Yeah, just a little bit before the 50.
Yeah. That football didn't make it all the way the 10 yards necessary, so it's going to be spotted down at the 48-yard line. I got a little excited there, thinking, yes, though that law of averages had come into play.
Ball was on a nice trajectory. Took a good hop. Just unfortunately didn't work out. Like Mike and Coach Kelly were saying, defense really did play a good first half, and look for that to continue here. Need to get a stop out of the gate.
1st and 10 for the Bears. Hampton to throw. It's batted down. Yeah, great play. Cooper Williams right there.
Cooper Williams jumped so high that ball hit him in the stomach, batting it down into the ground. First play of the second half falling incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Hampton throws complete. Short yardage, maybe 4 on the pickup, 3. That was Ryan Parham with the reception for Sylvan Hills. And quickly back to the line. 3rd down and 8 for the Bears. It's the snap. Hampton throws deep, has a man at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Tyler Blakely for Sylvan Hills.
Really nice throw from Hampton. We were in a one-on-one situation, and just good throw and catch from Sylvan Hills on that play. We got some pressure on the quarterback, just didn't quite get there in time. So Sylvan Hills strikes first in the second half.
So the big play for the Bears, and the extra point attempt is up and good. And with 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter, it's Sylvan Hills 49, Sheridan 26. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
Shelby Taylor Trucking serves all your timberland needs in South Central Arkansas. With over 50 years in the industry, Shelby Taylor Trucking has established themselves as trustworthy leaders in the industry. From planting to harvesting to hauling your timber, Shelby Taylor Trucking is ready to serve you. Follow them on all social media platforms at Shelby Taylor Trucking. Learn more by visiting their website at staylortrucking.com.
Back again at Sylvan Hills, Andy Mayberry, Dakota Hedden. Yellow Jackets trailing. Little squib kick is going to go out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. I think it went out of bounds. Or maybe Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith touched it before it went out of bounds, so that's not a penalty against Sylvan Hills. Yellow Jackets will take it from there, first down and 10. Trailing by 23, 49, 26. So this Jacket offense gets a chance to show what they can do. Yellow Jackets come back to the line of scrimmage. Hunter Sosha, J.P. Black down low on your screen. Stevens in the backfield, takes the direct snap, is hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Big 33, Jaden Noble for Sylvan Hills right there.
Andy, so far this game, whenever the direct snap has gone to Isaiah with a fake handoff and pulling some offensive linemen, it's led to very big plays, often 10 yards or more. That time, Sylvan Hills keyed in on Isaiah, able to stop him for a loss. 2nd and 14.
4-yard loss for the Yellow Jackets. Barksdale rolls to the right. Throws tipped by a Sylvan Hills defender. Goes incomplete, 3rd and 14.
So Barksdale rolling to the right, wanting to throw the comeback route. Looked like we had a little trouble with our footing, so the timing was off a little bit as our receiver got tangled up with the defensive back. And so ball goes incomplete, going to bring up a 3rd and 14.
Big third down here for the Yellow Jackets.
Sosha in the backfield with Easton. Sosha notably throwing a pass earlier in this game.
Barksdale steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to be dropped. Another loss on the play inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th down and a mile.
Yeah, that was
the Yellow Jackets have to reach the 30-yard line to pick up a first down, and the ball's going to be spotted right at the 10. So 4th and 20, and the Yellow Jackets look like they're going to go for it. Now Barksdale drops back, a little quick kick. High kick is going to hit at the 38 and take a little bit of a Yellow Jacket bounce, and then is going to be stopped at the 42-yard line. The Bears will start there, 1st and 10.
Well, quick 3 and out from the offense. Like Coach Kelly talked about, the Bears' defensive line is just wreaking havoc on plays, throwing our timing off. Sometimes Easton doesn't have time to make his reads, go through his progression. Sometimes he doesn't have time to do anything. And so really causing problems for our offense. And now the Bears get the ball back at the 42.
1st and 10, Hampton. Throws deep, has a man complete.
Had a one-on-one fade route completed. We had number 82, Rashad Litzy, in coverage. There is a penalty marker down on the field.
Yeah, I saw a flag on the far side down. And it's going to be a defensive holding call And that penalty is obviously going to be declined by Sylvan Hills. Lacoby Brent with the reception for the Bears that time gives them a 1st and 10 at the Sheridan 12-yard line. 10:02 left in the quarter, sponsored by Edwards HVAC.
Come on, defense.
And the give to Duckery. Powers forward for a couple of yards. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Duckery trying to duck behind the offensive lineman, waiting for a hole to open up. None did. The Yellowjackets in good pursuit. Gang tackle. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8 after a short 2-yard gain.
Bears send a man in motion. Hampton throws, has a man all alone in the back of the end zone, but just overthrows his intended receiver.
We got a little mixed up in coverage there. The Bears had a guy running wide open in the back of the end zone. However, the throw went high and deep, out of bounds. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Jackets caught a break on that one. 3rd down and 8 at the Sheridan 10-yard line. Hampton is now going to be dropped. Big loss. And we've called his name multiple times tonight, Cooper Williams.
Andy, I don't remember calling Cooper's name much throughout this year, but boy, has he showed up in a big way tonight. The senior linebacker has been all over the field making plays, now bringing up a 4th and 19 for the Bears.
Loss of 11 for Sylvan Hills. They go to the end zone again.
Oh, my God.
And a flag comes in, and the Sheridan fans don't like that call at all.
Yeah, neither do I.
That appeared to be a good defensive play, but they called defensive holding.
Don't like that call, Andy. Don't like it one bit. Still going to be 4th down.
So 4th down at about the 9-yard line. Check
Come
that.
on, defense.
4th and 9 from about the 10 or 11.
Yeah, ball's on the 11. Line to gain is the 2. Let's go,
Hampton.
D.
Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. And no flags down. You saw Marquise Thorne start to throw up his hands there and then didn't. And we heard Kevin Kelly talk about that at halftime. He said, we've taught our defensive backs, don't throw up your hands because then sometimes that brings attention to a play.
Extra attention to yourself.
Right. So you saw Marquise Thorne, those hands started to go up, and then he just held them in place, and he went, oh, no, I'm not supposed to do that.
Coach Kelly was living in his shoulders there, and they locked up along the way. Glad to see not another flag thrown. I feel like a right has been wronged. Jacket offense takes over on the
1st and 10, pass complete to Stevens. Brought down at the 10-yard line.
Really tough tackle from number 10 for Sylvan Hills. Looks like no gain on the play.
Feel like for the most part, Zay's really kind of been bottled up tonight. Hasn't had a chance to really break loose more than just a time or two. Pass over the middle complete to Dylan Smith, and a flag comes down.
Yeah, flag's coming in.
Dylan Smith's shaken up.
We're going to take a break.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments. Okay, we're back at Sylvan Hills High School. Yellowjackets trailing 49-26, but you know, some things transcend sports, and certainly we just witnessed one of those. Dylan Smith, a little more than just shaken up on that last play, and there were several moments, and certainly we dead silence across this stadium as the players and fans, and we saw cheerleaders all in their prayer groups, and certainly I know that the Dylan Smith family covet your prayers as well. And we're going to send this down to Mike Nevins for a moment.
Hey guys, so good news is he was knocked out, but when he got on the cart, it's all precautionary. He's moving everything. He has feeling, so that's the good news as Dylan goes off the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thankful to hear that.
That's wonderful news, Mike. We appreciate that and appreciate the opportunity to pass that on to the Yellow Jacket Nation. So with that, again, our prayers for Dylan Smith, and hope him a full, fast, speedy recovery, and we will resume action. And it's hard to kind of remember where we were, but as I recall, there was a penalty on that hit on Smith, and it's going to be against Sylvan Hills, I believe. I don't see them marking off any yardage at the moment.
So there has been a targeting call. There is some discussion. Yeah, so as Mike is pointing out, in high school there is not an ejection for a targeting penalty. It is just the yardage.
All right. So as we return to action, the ball is going to be spotted at the Sheridan 26-yard line, first down and 10, 8 minutes, 25 seconds left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter. Sylvan Hills on top, 49-26. Stevens is going to be in the backfield with Barksdale. The give to Zay, quick hitter up the middle, and Zay makes it out over the 30-yard line to about the 35, maybe the 36.
Yeah, Isaiah with a quick burst up the middle, tackled by number 5, Kai Griffin. If he gets past Kai, he's probably still running.
That's a Stockton Power Equipment first down. Easton throws deep. He's got a man down there, complete at the 30 and out of bounds. That was Gunnar Hoyle with the reception for Sheridan.
Awesome play from Gunnar and an excellent throw from Easton. Perfectly placed, catching it over his shoulder. Love to see the big play from Gunnar. First time we've got to call his name tonight.
So Gunnar getting the call. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, Easton throws that one and just throws it down into the ground. It almost looked for a moment that Easton didn't see.
So 45 comes off the right side, untouched, hits Easton, does some very aggressive stomping as he gets up. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30. Barksdale throws incomplete, trying to hit Sosha.
45, again, getting pressure off of this right side, giving us a lot of trouble. Wonder if we're going to have to chip or bring somebody extra over there to help us out.
Brings up 3rd down and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. Play clock at about 12. Still plenty of time. Barksdale takes the snap, throws, has a man over the middle, complete, and into the end zone. Was that Walker Shields? It was. Walker Shields with a Sheridan Yellow Jacket Teeter Motors touchdown.
A fired up Walker Shields. A release of emotion. Excellent throw and catch from Easton to Shields. Got a 2-point attempt pending.
49-32 now, Yellowjackets trail. Sheridan will go for 2. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Stevens goes in motion. Barksdale.
Excellent throw.
Pass completed. 2-point conversion. Yellowjackets. Zay Stevens with the reception, and that closes the score to Sylvan Hills 49, Sheridan 34. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
No one loves this building more than I love this building. It's been my home for 31 years as a teacher. But even I know that it's time for new things and new opportunities for our students at Easton Elementary.
As our community grows, we need more space for kiddos, more space for our activities, more space for the services that we provide to kids. And I think a new building would offer us that opportunity. New opportunities for our kiddos, I don't know why anyone would not want that.
Hey, we're back at Sylvan Hills, and Yellowjackets have closed the gap. It's 49-34 here with 7:42 left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter, and that was really kind of a momentum shot that the Yellowjackets needed, Dakota.
Here comes some trickeration on the onside kick.
Andrew Mitchell in this time, and they kick it back, and Sylvan Hills still covers it, looks like anyway.
It was bobbled. It looks like there was a little bit of a fight.
Got a little extracurricular activity going on.
Well, I would say there's been a lot of extracurricular activity going on. Seems to be quite frequent. No flags have flown. No one has lost their temper.
Except a few fans. But,
Except a few fans.
1st and 10 on the 49. And not much there.
Man, I'm going to call his name again. Number 26, Cooper Williams, in there in the mix of that tackle.
That was Isaiah Howell with the carry for Sylvan Hills. 2nd down and 8 now. And a lot of running in the room there for Sylvan Hills. 1st down yardage. That was Duckery, E.J. Duckery with the carry.
Got a flag down on the field. Holding on the offense.
Yeah, that's a big one for the Yellowjackets. That's a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against Sylvan Hills, and that'll mark the Bears back. So the spot of the foul looked to be about the 41-yard line. So I guess it must have been the 42 as they'll mark it back to the 48 of Sylvan Hills.
Yeah, the holding did take place up the field a little bit from the line of scrimmage.
Hampton to throw. Airs it out. Complete at the 15 and into the end zone for a touchdown, Tyler Blakely.
Andy, that was a perfect throw. That was a perfect throw.
That was right on the money. Looked like it might be overthrown, and Blakely showed some really impressive speed.
A lot of speed.
Ran underneath it.
Really well thrown ball.
Good coverage by Sheridan.
Great coverage. That's one of those passes you just can't defend.
So the extra point is good, and with 7 minutes, 3 seconds left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter, it's Sylvan Hills 56, Sheridan 34. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this. Back at Sylvan Hills, Andy Mayberry and Dakota Hedden. Yellow Jackets to receive. Low kick is fielded in the air. Good hands for Sheridan McCurry Meyer. And so the Jackets will take it first down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Trailing by 22. Jackets to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. And that's Zay Stevens. Gets the handoff, and not a lot of room there. Actually lost probably about a yard.
Yeah, number 11, Zayden Woodard, and then you've heard his name a lot tonight, number 45, Ducey James, in on that tackle.
2nd and 11. Barksdale, pressure's there, and he just throws it away. Third and 11 now for the Yellow Jackets with the incomplete pass.
So looks like what happened there is, the Bears are bringing a blitz. When you can see that they're bringing a blitz as a receiver, you want to run to where the blitz came from and replace. However, Walker just ran his route as designed. Looks like Easton was looking for a safety valve.
Easton with some time. Now he's being pressured. Looks downfield, throws, and it's incomplete. Brings up 4th and 11. I would expect the Jackets to go for it here.
So down 22, 4th and 11, ball's on our 42. About to go to a 5-wide receiver set. Jaden Green lined up in the backfield.
Barksdale throws complete. First down yardage. J.P. Black still on his feet and brought down at about the 30-yard line.
Huge play and a 4th down conversion. Easton to J.P. Black. J.P. Black throughout the year has really showed up in these situations. The senior receiver making plays when they're needed the most.
Really good what they call possession receiver.
Possession receiver, and Andy looking for some trickeration here. We've got an offensive lineman lined up at the numbers with 3 down linemen.
Interesting to see what the Yellow Jackets do, but the pass goes incomplete.
So the receiver at the top of your screen went up the block, went up the field. The offensive lineman turned around and went to block at the line of scrimmage, which creates a window of space where if that pass is completed, we've got a receiver blocking a defensive back and no one else out there. So unfortunately it didn't work out, but really well designed.
Zay gets a couple yards on it. Makes it about 3rd. We're going to call it 3rd down and 6.
Third down and 6 for the Yellow Jackets.
Ball's on the 26-yard line of Sylvan Hills. Clock rolls, nearing the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Barksdale pumps. Throws to the end zone, has J.P. Black, touchdown Sheridan. Teeter Motors touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
JP was down for just a second, and they were waving attention his way. However, he popped up and ran himself to the sideline after an amazing reception into the outstretched arms of J.P. Black in the very back of the end zone, dragging the foot for the touchdown. J.P. Black, 2 huge catches on this drive for a Teeter Motor touchdown.
High snap, Barksdale fields it nicely now. He's going to keep it, and he gets across the goal line for a 2-point conversion.
Tough run from Ethan there, looking, scanning, tucking and running, diving into the end zone. 2-point conversion is successful. Cuts the lead to 14. 56-42 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter with an onside kick coming up. Andy, the offense has really come alive on the past 2 drives.
Yeah, offense has moved the ball very effectively. We've seen some big plays, and, Kevin Kelly will tell you that that's one of the biggest stats to a team being able to successfully win, consistently win, is who has the most number of big plays in a ball game, big offensive plays, and the Yellowjackets have certainly had them these past couple of drives. Andrew Mitchell will kick this one for Sheridan, tees it up at the 40.
Come on, Andrew.
And his kick is not going to make it the 10 yards, goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the flag goes down.
Yeah, ball only went about 5 yards, goes out of bounds, penalty flag ensues.
So the Bears will have really good field position to start this possession. They'll spot it at the 40-yard line for the Bears. 1st and 10 from there. 56-42 your score. 5:01 left to play in the Edwards HVAC third quarter. Hampton throws. Incomplete. High. Ryan Parham was there, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Sylvan Hills rolls out to the right, looking to hit about a 10-yard out. High throw going out of bounds from the quarterback. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Hampton, the give up the middle.
Immediately tackled.
Not a lot there.
Jackson Delk brought him down, had him by the shins and then the ankles.
Hampton heaves it toward the end zone and broken up and almost intercepted. Lawson Wallingsford, great defensive play.
Pressure in the face of Hampton forces a little bit of a high throw. We've got time to run under it. Lawson gets his outstretched arm on the ball, knocking it down incomplete. Huge play. Going to bring up a 4th and 9.
4th down for the Bears.
Come on, D.
Hampton pressured, throws complete, 1st down yardage for Sylvan Hills.
Brought a lot of pressure on that play, trying to get to the quarterback. He was just able to get the throw off. One-on-one ball to number 2, Colby Tate. I'm sorry, that was number 2, Tyler Blakely for Sylvan Hills.
Handoff and nothing there.
So
See Jackson Delk getting up off the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, Jackson continues. He's our leading tackler, continues to make plays at and around behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line. Hampton. And throws it to the pylon.
Yeah, some miscommunication between the quarterback and receiver on that play. Quarterback was looking to throw the deep ball. Receiver broke the route off short. So going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
Bears back to the line of scrimmage. Hampton rolls to his right, throws complete, but short yardage.
Yeah, very short yardage, really good tackle.
Duckery with the reception, but it's going to be 4th down and about 12, maybe 13 yards to go. The ball back on the 29-yard line. Hampton to the end zone. And it goes incomplete, and the Yellowjackets will take over on downs. Oh, there's a flag down on the field, and this may go against the Yellowjackets. Holding against the defense. Mike Nevins, our sideline reporter, called it just moments ago. And so we will replay 4th down, but now instead of 4th and 13, the ball's going to be spotted down on the 21-yard line.
Oh, man, that's tough. Still 4th down.
4th and 5. They spotted at the 19. Yellow Jacket fans on their feet here.
So on these 4th downs, Sylvan Hills has been throwing the ball down the field. This
Hampton
time going speed
with
option.
the pitch to Duckery. He's hit in the backfield and brought down.
Who is it? It is number 11, Reed Stevens. Big play from number 11. Stopping him short of the line again, getting the ball back to the offense with a chance to narrow this lead. Defense really bowing their backs here in these crucial situations.
So the Yellow Jacket offense will come onto the field 79 yards away from a score. Yellow Jacket defense with the big stop, and the Yellow Jackets trailing just by 14 now. A touchdown here, and we're at a 1-score game. Barksdale pumps, throws back across the right side. Walker Shields complete. He's got some blockers out there. Crosses the 25 out to near the 30-yard line.
Good play getting the ball to Shields. Running full speed across the field in the shallow cross. Big 77, Ethan Cowden out in front blocking. So 9-yard gain on 1st down.
Less than a yard to go for the first. 2nd down. The gift is Zay.
Hold on
and
to it.
Not much there, but he should have enough for the first. And now a flag goes down. Lots of extra stuff going on, especially during this second half.
Yeah, they got some pointing back and forth here. Here comes the call.
Waiting on the official. Personal foul against Sylvan Hills. That'll be 15 yards.
Andy, did you catch the number? Okay. So number 56 for Sylvan Hills has been ejected. That is his second penalty, second unnecessary roughness related penalty of the game, resulting in the ejection.
That's Micah Mitchell, who was ejected for Sylvan Hills. It gives the Yellow Jackets a 1st down at the 47-yard line of Sheridan. 56-42. Sylvan Hills on top, Yellow Jackets on the move. 2:32 left in the 3rd quarter. Barksdale throws Hunter Sosha complete. And he's going to be close to another Sheridan 1st down.
Going to be really close. Really good catch from Sosha over the middle of the field. Turns upfield immediately, doesn't waste any time. Lunges forward and is going to be about a half yard short of the first down. Gives you a lot of options from a play calling standpoint with second and short like this.
Gain of 9, the ball just shy of the 43-yard line of Sylvan Hills. The give to Zay. He tries that right side. Easy first down yardage and a few to spare.
Nice run from Isaiah. Really good blocking from everyone. The line, the receivers out in front. Going to take the ball out to the Sylvan Hills 36-yard line. Jackets with a lot of momentum.
So a pickup of 6 or 7 on the play. 7, we'll call it 7. Gives the Jackets 1st and 10. Easton has Sosha again. Another Yellow Jacket first down. That's a Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Really nice catch and throw there. Sosha coming over the middle, flashing the hands, catching a ball a little bit. Not high, just up a little bit. But secures it, gets upfield, another first down.
Ball's on the 18-yard line, first down for the Yellow Jackets. Complete pass to Isaiah Stevens. Dances, goes toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Sheridan.
Let's go. A very fast, quick pass to Isaiah on the outside with Jaden Green and Walker Shields blocking in front of him. They do their job. Zay does his. Teeter motor touchdown.
And it's now a one-score game. Yellow Jackets are going to go for 2, trailing 56-48. A minute 34 left in this Edwards HVAC third quarter. Barksdale has some time over the middle, and it's batted down, almost intercepted, but it'll go incomplete. And so the Yellow Jackets will trail by 8. It's Sylvan Hills 56, Sheridan 48. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and be back with more Sheridan Yellow Jacket football right after this.
Shelby Taylor Trucking serves all your timberland needs in South Central Arkansas. With over 50 years in the industry, Shelby Taylor Trucking has established themselves as trustworthy leaders in the industry. From planting to harvesting to hauling your timber, Shelby Taylor Trucking is ready to serve you. Follow them on all social media platforms at Shelby Taylor Trucking. Learn more by visiting their website at staylortrucking.com.
We've been alternating a little bit at kicker back and forth between number 13, Andrew Mitchell, and number 30, Cam Martin. It's going to be Martin this time.
Each kind of with their own specialty in terms of the style of onside kick. And this one's on the ground.
Oh, they got it!
Jackets say they've got it. I think they do.
They do.
Sheridan Yellow Jacket football. It's the first one of the ball game for the Yellow Jackets that they've recovered. And this Sheridan offense has another opportunity to get on the field and potentially tie up this football game.
You can probably hear the crowd outside the window of the press box here, fired up. There's some cowbells ringing. No, we are not in Starkville, Mississippi. We're here in Sherwood. And the Yellow Jackets are coming back onto the field. It's been a minute since we've recovered an onside kick, and boy, did we pick a good time. Jackson Delk in perfect position to catch a ricocheting ball.
Yeah, hit one of the Sylvan Hills players in the pads, and it just bounced straight backwards. On first down, Barksdale's attempt for Sosha falls incomplete.
So ball a little low. Hunter diving to try to get it at the same time. Good play from the Sylvan Hills defender. Meets him at the point. And
Jacket offense really needs to capitalize right here. When you get that kind of a turnover, this is the time to strike.
You know, momentum's a funny thing. You fight so hard to get it, and once you get it, you just want to keep it. So need to keep momentum here and go down the field.
2nd and 10. Pass is complete. J.P. Black and stepped out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
J.P. Black, another tough catch. Turns upfield, tries to get some extra yardage, steps out of bounds. Short gain on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
They mark it at the 49. 3rd down and 7. Barksdale complete to Sosha.
Tough catch from Hunter Sosha over the middle. Defenders hanging all over him, hitting him hard as soon as the ball touches his hands. However, he is able to keep possession. Going to bring up a 4th and 2.
4th down for the Yellowjackets at the 43-yard line. Less than a minute left to play in the quarter. Barksdale throws. Intercepted! Intercepted at the 35. Out across the 40 and across midfield into Sheridan territory. Marcus Hurd with the interception. And that's another big one.
Oh, Andy, we had Hunter Sosha wide open on the flag route. Tried to throw the shorter route in the route combo on that side. But Sosha to himself on the sideline on the flag route. Hey, didn't work out. Defense has got to pick us up. We're still in a great position. Down 8. Need to get a stop.
Hampton throws.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. Very important for a no gain or negative yards play on 1st down. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Andy, right now, every single play feels like the biggest play of the game.
Absolutely. Hampton, again, complete, short pickup, out to about the 44-yard line.
Trying to see who that was in coverage over there.
It's on the far side of the field. Kind of hard to pick up some of the numbers.
That was number 16, Ross Stevens, in coverage, flying to the football. Short gain, 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 from the 44.
Clock ticking down. Looks like.
Not sure if they will snap it before the end of the half. Looks like they will. Yep, last play of the half. Hampton throws, and it goes incomplete. Yellowjackets hop on the football, but the officials say incomplete pass, and that actually stops the clock with 3.1 seconds left. So there is an opportunity for one more play. 4th down and 7.
Let's go, Dave.
Ball on the 44. Hampton throws, and it's complete. We'll see where they mark his forward progress.
It's going to be really close.
That's a...
That was number 7, Lacoby Brent, on the reception. That is going to conclude the 3rd quarter. However, I did not see a call.
I don't think they ever did actually make
Mike,
a call.
Mike, do you know something we don't? Mike, what did you see down on the field?
On what?
On that play.
We didn't play the sticks on defense. He made a good tackle, but, I mean, he let him get to the sticks.
So Mike is saying that they gave him forward progress. Obviously at the end of the play he was several yards shy of the sticks, but on the initial reception he had picked up 1st down yardage, and so they'll move the chains for Sylvan Hills. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Bears at the Yellowjacket 36-yard line. Handoff goes for short yardage to Howell.
Yeah, I saw number 26, Cooper Williams, in the mix on the tackle again. Short gain, 2nd and 8.
They give to Howell again. Couple more yards.
And again, Cooper Williams. He's got his feet.
It'll bring up
Cooper
3rd
Williams
down.
playing one heck of a ball game. We do not have his tackle total, but
yeah, it's been impressive. 3rd down and 6 now. Bears at the 33-yard line of Sheridan. Hampton throws complete. And still on his feet. First down at the Sheridan 15-yard line.
So that was number 21, Jeremiah Carey. Broke a tackle after the run. I think they're going to spot it at the 15-yard line. Here comes the snap. Quick handoff up the middle again.
Yeah, that's Howell
Stopped by
again.
several Yellow Jacket defenders. I see number 2, Colby Tabor in the mix that time.
There's no gain on that.
As well as number 50, Leighton Tarter. Might have been a Stevens in there.
So, again, not much there for the Bears.
Andy, this Yellow Jacket defense is flying around to the football. Really impressive effort from them. You know, in the fourth quarter, flying around like they are as fast as Sylvan Hills snaps the football.
Hampton to the end zone, has a man, and it's complete, and another Sylvan Hills touchdown.
Able to have just enough time to get that ball off to number 18, Caden Williamson, for the touchdown. So with 10 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the fourth, the score is now 62-48 with an extra point on the way. So down 14 at the moment.
Extra point attempt is up and good. And with 10 minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the ball game, it's Sylvan Hills 63, Sheridan 48. Let's take a 30-second break and be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this. We're back again. A little over 10 minutes left in the ball game, and Dakota, it's been a good one. The Jackets have trailed for last 2 quarters or so, but still in this one, 63-48.
Yeah, here comes an onside kick. Got a big bounce coming.
It's gone 10 yards. It's on the ground. Sylvan Hills thinks they have the football.
Body language isn't good. Waiting on the call. It's going to be Sylvan Hills football.
Number 26 for Sylvan Hills, that's Kyrie LeBron, was on the bottom of that stack, and so the Bears recover an onside kick.
Andy, this game, the way it's gone, is so far from over in any way. Down 2 scores and 1 2-point conversion. Got 10 minutes left on the clock. We can score really quick. So can they. Really need the defense to pick us up here, get us the ball back.
Bears, little pitch underneath is going to be dropped for a loss on the play. Saw Jackson dealt there, Cooper Williams.
Yeah, big 99, Jaquela Morris as well. So forcing a negative yardage play on first down. Very important. Takes the snap, he's looking to throw deep, one-on-one. Intended for number 2, Tyler Blakely. Going to fall incomplete. Lawson Wallingford in coverage. Good, tight coverage from Lawson.
So I would like to mention, you always hesitate to give health information preliminarily, but had one of the Sheridan players' parents text up and say that Dylan's mom had reached out to everybody to say that he's moving his arms and legs around now, and he was asking what the score of the game was.
Well,
so best wishes and prayers to Dylan Smith and the family.
Well, we all know that that Dylan wants to be out here, so no surprise to hear he's tuned in to what's going on. But glad he's okay and moving around. Now he's just rooting for his boys. So Sylvan Hills converts a first down.
Bears 1st and 10 at the Yellowjacket 38-yard line. Clock rolls nearing the 9-minute mark left to play in the ball game. Hampton's going to keep it himself. Tries that left side. Yellowjackets string it out. Hampton stays on his feet and gets down inside the 30-yard line.
Several Jackets had a shot at him. He was able to break a few tackles and find his way out of bounds.
They'll call it an 8-yard gain as they spot the ball right on the 30. It brings up 2nd down and 2. As he went out of bounds, it stopped the clock with 9:01. Now Hampton gives to Howell. Howell tries that right side. He's got some yardage. He's inside the 10, the 5, and does a little somersault into the end zone.
Coach Kelly sprinting down the field, looking for a penalty flag on that previous play. Didn't get it. Number 22 really accelerated once he got through the hole and broke away from the rest of the field, getting into the end zone.
Bears to attempt the extra point, and the kick is up and good. So with 8:52 left to play in the ball game, our presenting sponsors, First Trust Home Loans, Roof Connect, they're also our fourth quarter sponsors. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
No one loves this building more than I love this building. It's been my
I want my teachers to be able to provide a classroom for students that feels like home. Painting classrooms, pulling up the old carpet and replacing it with new floors, working on our bathrooms.
So many students are going to get a chance to use this pavilion. Students at not only Sheridan High School, but Sheridan Intermediate and Sheridan Elementary. Athletes, ROTC members, band members, and who knows who else.
On November 18th, I definitely encourage you to think about our students and vote yes to the millage extension.
For Sylvan Hills, number 89, Jesse Velasquez.
Onside kick, and this one's going to be fielded cleanly. Tucker Lunsford again there for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, each team has now traded a successful onside kick recovery. Got a 22-point difference, so 3-score difference in the game right now, 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Everything that we do on offense has to be quick.
Yellow Jackets have good field position to start the drive, 48-yard line of Sheridan. 1st down and 10. 3 touchdowns behind at the moment, trailing 70-48. Jackets have 3 receivers down to the lower part of the screen. Barksdale, lots of time, throws deep, going for Sosha. It's going to be picked off at about the 15, 16-yard line.
Wanted his tall receiver, number 4, Hunter Sosha, on that one. Threw into double coverage, intercepted by Kai Griffin. Down 22 in the 4th. You feel pressure as a quarterback to try to make a play and to do so quickly, to get a lot of yardage in chunks. As you don't have a lot of time to score the needed amount of points. And so, I feel for Easton making that decision. just trying to make a play, but unfortunately intercepted.
Yeah, it was well covered. 2 defenders down there. That would have had to been just really, truly a perfectly thrown ball for that to be complete. Griffin going up high, pulling it down for the Bears. So they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. Short pass is complete. Still on his feet. Receiver is crossing midfield and goes down in Yellow Jacket territory and just kind of a little slide down.
Yeah, so catch from Lacoby Brent, number 7. Broke the first tackle, got a good block from his buddy, and, had a chance to go get a lot of yards after the catch there, and then decided to just slide down, keep the clock rolling, not go out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, that it really is what it looked like, is that maybe Sylvan Hills trying to maybe run a little bit of clock at this point. We're near the 8-minute mark. 70-48. Bears have 1st and 10 at the Sheridan 41. Hampton throws complete. Receiver still on his feet near the 30-yard line. Going to be close to a first down.
That time tackled by Eli Turner. Andy, the Bears really like these 5-yard stop routes in space. They're able to turn around, have a chance to make a guy miss, have been successful at making the first guy miss several times. Look for them to continue to use that. Also look for them to, start to really try to run the ball here and milk some of this clock. They are historically snapping the ball as soon as they get the chance, and now the play clock is starting to go.
Yeah,
they're down under 5 each time.
Yeah, they're running all of that play clock out. It was a first down. And now it's going to be a touchdown from 31 yards out. E.J. Duckery. There was a hole there. He went untouched.
Yeah, big run from the running back there to get into the end zone. Score's kind of blown open now.
So what was a few moments ago a 1-score game.
Roughly 3-ish minutes of game time.
Is now 77-48. So a 29-point lead for the Bears. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football after this.
Here at Reliance Bank, our name says it all. Rely on us. We proudly celebrate that our Kansans have done that for 60 years. To provide personalized service, a face-to-face human connection with convenient and secure technology. Rely on us to be with you in the community, continuing to make Arkansas a great place to live and do business. Reliance Bank. Visit us today.
Yeah, we're back again at Sylvan Hills, Bill Blackwood Field, Andy Mayberry, and Dakota Hedden. And, we were talking about it during the break, Dakota. It was just, moments ago on the scoreboard at least,
right.
Game clock, when this was a 1-score game, and now it's a 29-point game.
And onside kick recovery from the Bears, turnover, scoring on the other side of both of those in short order. When you have a turnover, when you have an onside kick on either side, the score can really change in a hurry. And so that's what we've seen here in the fourth. I do think it's very important to remember and point out that this is one of the best teams in 6A football this year, beating Benton earlier this year.
7-1 overall, that win over Benton. That last kick went out of bounds, by the way. That was a Sheridan Ace hardware penalty against the Bears. This kick is going to be fielded by Zay Stevens, and he'll bring it out to around the 35-yard line. But you're right, Dakota. This is a really good team. Good record, and they've shown it all season long. And You know, we've seen spurts tonight where they've looked really good, but Sheridan has had their times tonight when they've looked very impressive as well.
Certainly. And with 7 minutes left on the clock, I mean, you just keep trying to score. I mean, you don't really try to force anything.
Barksdale going to just throw it out of bounds.
Trying to get the ball to Isaiah there on what looked like an out route coming out of the backfield. Going to fall incomplete, bring up 2nd and 10. I really want to see us finish the game strong.
Stops the clock with 7 minutes, 4 seconds left to play in this fourth quarter, brought to you by First Trust and First Trust Home Loans and Roof Connect. The gift to Zay Stevens, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Back to the 30-yard line.
That was number 33 for Sylvan Hills, Jaden Noble, one of the defensive linemen that's been giving us trouble throughout the game. So going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
I'll say forward progress was to the 32. So 3rd and long for the Jackets. Clock rolls to the 6.5-minute mark. Play clock is now down to 5. Jackets still aren't set. 3-2. Just got that snap off. Barksdale steps up in the pocket, throws complete to Hunter Sosha, and then he's hit hard. And again, a Sylvan Hills player just walking over him after the play is over, but no flag.
A very hard hit from number 0, Tari Ransom. A lot of toughness from Hunter Sosha to hold on to that football.
Yeah. 4th down now, 4th and 7 to go for the Yellowjackets.
Let's go, guys.
Their own 37-yard line. Easton rushed out of the pocket. Now he's just going to keep it. He's got 1st down yardage and out of bounds at about midfield.
Really nice play from Easton. Is looking down the field, looking at his options, quickly realizes there's nothing there, escapes some pressure, and bails out to the right, getting up the sideline for a big conversion to get a 1st down. Going to take the ball out to about the 50-yard line. 5 minutes, 31 seconds on the clock.
Barksdale looks to his left, throws, has a man complete. Hunter Sosha again at the 32 of Sylvan Hills. That'll be a Stockton Power Equipment 1st down. Wait a second, they're walking back here.
So we got a flag down. Yeah, so personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. I'm thinking that was number 45. Again, there's been a lot of extracurricular activity out here tonight.
It's a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against the Bears. So that pass was complete to around the 32-yard line. They'll mark off 15 yards on top of the completion. So they're going to spot the ball inside the 20 to about the 17, 18-yard line. We'll call it the 17 from here. 1st down and 10 for the Jackets from there.
So a really good throw and catch from Easton to the 10-yard out from Hunter Sosha.
Barksdale
stepping up.
Yeah, he's going to go down. Loss on the play, sacked back at the 25-yard line.
It's number 24, Malachi Summons. Andy, there's a lot of guys on this Sylvan Hills defense that are really good athletes. Strong, fast. We're not just having trouble blocking. I mean, these are really good athletes we're having to go up against.
Even though their record hasn't reflected it the last couple of years, you could see that even in those seasons when they didn't have a lot of wins. New coach this year and a little more discipline, and Incomplete pass by Barksdale is going to bring up third and 18.
So Dax checked into the game right before that last snap.
Yeah, that's Dax McMillan in the ball game.
Probably first throw in a second tonight. He wasn't over on the sideline warming up or anything, so got to get the first one out of the way.
So that'll bring up third down and 18 now. Dax, and that's batted away.
So tried to hit the quick out there to Walker Shields, number 45, Ducey James breaking that pass up. Try to get the ball out of the hands quickly.
Now Ducey had his hands on it, and Jackets fortunate that one wasn't intercepted. 4th and 18 now at their own, or at the Sylvan Hills 25. Dax being pressured, throws, it's up in the air. And again, a Sylvan Hills player had an opportunity at it. He was trying to hit Jaden Green. It'll go incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on down. Sylvan Hills will take over on their own 25-yard line.
Pressure immediately, having to throw the ball, kind of fading away. Fell incomplete, we're not able to convert there, but good to see Dax get some action, senior quarterback. So Sylvan Hills is going to take over on their own 25-yard line, 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in the game. Look for a heavy dose of number 3 and number 30. High snap.
Ball's loose. Hampton picks it up. Deep in his own backfield. And
man, that guy's quick.
Yeah, a lot of speed, and was able to regain a lot of the ground that he lost. It's still going to be a loss on the play. Back to about the 18-yard line, maybe. Looks like is where they'll spot it. So a loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17. And the give to Duckery.
Number 30, DJ Duckery on the run for the Bears. Number 18,
A gain out to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 11.
So going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Loss of Wallingford in there on the tackle.
Clock's rolling inside the 4-minute mark. And again, Sylvan Hills just trying to roll as much of that clock as they can. Play clock down to about 5 seconds now. Hampton throws deep downfield. He has a man at the 35, the 20, 10-5, touchdown. And so with a 29-point lead, 3.5 minutes left in the game, Sylvan Hills throws 71 yards for a touchdown. So just as it looked like Sylvan Hills was just trying to run a clock out, they throw the bomb. Extra point is good. And so with 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to play in the ball game, it's Sylvan Hills 84, Sheridan 48. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
So I was born and raised in Sheridan. I graduated a Yellow Jacket and went to law school at the University of Arkansas up at Fayetteville. In the legal field, you're helping your neighbors. You're serving those that are around you. And I wanted to feel good and like that I was making a difference and doing it for people that just were kind and good people. And so that's what I found here in Sheridan. So it makes my job easy and enjoyable.
All right, we're back again. Andy Mayberry at Dakota Heddon. We've got a little over 3.5 minutes left to play in this ball game, and Yellow Jackets trail 84-48. And a little pooch kick and whistles blow before the play.
See an offsides call. So they're going to back it up and do it again.
Offsides, that's a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against the Bears. And we'll mark off some yardage back to the 35-yard line and kick from there. Little line drive is going to be fielded by Jaden Green. He crosses the 40, the 45-yard line, and out of bounds at about the 47.
That's number 8, Jaden Green with the return for Sheridan.
Good return from Jaden Green there. Catches a hard-kicked, bouncing squib, and able to get some really good yards on the return, taking the ball out to the 47-yard line. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Jackets offense coming back onto the field. Easton back in the game at quarterback.
You know, here the Yellow Jackets would love to get another score before the end of this ball game, especially considering that last touchdown by Sylvan Hills. Zay Stevens gets the pitch from Barksdale, crosses midfield, still on his feet, down to about the 45-yard line and inside the 45 to the 44.
Really nice run from Isaiah there, patiently weaving through the defense, makes a nice cut, gets a 9-yard gain on first down.
2nd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 29.
3:02 left to play in the ball game.
Number 29, Logan Brand, checking into the game at running back.
Barksdale throws deep, incomplete. Was trying to hit Gunnar Hoyle.
Easton with pressure in his face, had to throw that probably a half second earlier than he wanted to. Gunnar Hoyle running the go route, one-on-one. Ball kind of hit the Sylvan Hills defender in the helmet that was in coverage. So 3rd and 1 here.
2:32 left to play in the ball game. Little pitch back to Walker Shields. And it looked for a moment like Walker would get the first down pretty easily, and then all of a sudden several Bears converged on it. It's going to be a loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and 2.
Yeah, Bears did a good job kind of stringing the play out, not allowing the lane to cut upfield, kind of kept forcing it to the sideline. And so 4th and 2 for the Jackets here.
Minute 54, clock still rolling. Wide spacing for the Yellow Jackets. And that one is slung out of bounds. And that'll be a turnover on downs. So Sylvan Hills will take over possession of the football, leading 84-48 with a minute 18, clock still rolling. The handoff. Several Yellow Jackets there. It's going to be a loss on the play.
See Jackson Delk in there on the tackle. Also see number 46, Logan Garrison.
And the Bears watching the clock roll down.
We'll have to snap it at least one more time.
Yeah, one more snap as the play clock has 15, game clock 28-ish. They're going to hand the ball off. No gain on the play. And that should do it. They don't have to snap again, and I doubt that they will, so as that clock rolls in under 10 seconds left, it's 84-48 victory for the Sylvan Hills Bears over your Yellowjackets of Sheridan.
In a game that I will say, when you look at this final score, is not really representative of how close this game was. Sylvan Hills expanded the lead down the stretch of the game in the fourth quarter. However, for the majority of the game, this was a dogfight, back and forth, and just unfortunately didn't have enough firepower to keep up. Credit to them, that's a really good football team. They've won a lot of tough games this year against good opponents. And, Andy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a game that for much of the first half, Sheridan, early the first quarter and into the second quarter, was leading. Into the half did not go super well for the Yellowjackets, and then certainly parts of the third quarter, Sheridan falling behind by 23, then cut it back to one score. So a lot of resilience there by the Yellowjackets. But and if you're wondering what all that sound is, well, they're excited to win here in Sylvan Hills.
Fireworks.
Lots of fireworks. We've had a lot of very loud music tonight. So if you've had trouble hearing us, I know we've had trouble hearing ourselves at times. But
fireworks on and off the field tonight. Andy, this game was a game of runs. I think that was the finale.
I think so.
I think that was the finale. The first quarter was pretty even, pretty neck and neck. Second quarter, Sylvan Hills kind of won the second quarter. Sheridan made a really good run and kind of won the third quarter and the very first minute of the fourth. And then Sylvan Hills, kind of finished the game out the rest of the fourth. So a game of runs from both teams, but a hard-fought game nonetheless for the Jackets.
All right. Well, I think that'll just about do it from up here. Doesn't look like Mike Nevins is going to have a chance to talk to Coach. So we're going to wrap it up from up here. Again, your final score is Sylvan Hills 84, Sheridan 48. Yellowjackets have one game remaining in the regular season. That is next Friday night at home as they host the El Dorado Wildcats, and it's homecoming. So that's going to be a big week, a big game down there in Sheridan. And we hope all of you, if you can come out, please do and support your hometown Yellowjackets. If you can't make it to the ball game, as always, we've got you covered right here on the live stream. So for Dakota Hedden, I'm Andy Mayberry, calling it a good night, a good evening to all of you, and we'll talk to you next week with more Yellowjacket football.